You need to pay me my money though.
Oh yeah. Remind me at the beginning of this month, sir.
That's like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday.
Nina brevo.
Yeah. So I remind you on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Brevo unaenda blanket.
We're live.
Pesa deni yako hapa.
Ulikuwa blankets.
Oh, we're live. We're good. Okay, yeah, my bad. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 1-2 TV. Welcome to Eric. Welcome to Saddam. Welcome to Nayim after an eventful weekend.
For all of us, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Eventful.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to remind guys tonight we're going to be doing something a bit different. We have a news bulletin that I, your news anchor, will read. Good evening and welcome to the 1-2 TV bulletin. Here are tonight's top stories. We start in West London, where Stamford Bridge was officially declared a disaster zone. Brighton recorded a comfortable 3-1 victory over Chelsea, leaving their fans in disarray. Despite spending billions, Chelsea supporters remain confident that one more signing will fix the problem. With only one centre-back available for Liverpool's visit this weekend, rumors suggest fans believe if they spin the Club World Cup trophy 3 times and make a wish, they'll be granted a new defender out of thin air for £25 million and an 8-year contract. Experts, however, are still debating which position needs replacing first: the goalkeeper, the defenders, the midfielders, or maybe the entire fan base itself. Meanwhile, in Brentford, Manchester United's defense has been reported missing. Local residents claim they last saw them wandering around the G-Tech Community Stadium around the 30th minute. Saddam, known for his trademark jinxes, has once again been named the prime suspect. Sources say he cursed Manchester United while curling 45-kilo dumbbells, and on his final exhausting rep, whispered in his tiny voice, "I can smell a 3-1 win." Technically, he was right. Investigators also revealed they spotted Kiarie's famous points calculator in Saddam's gym bag, believed to be the same device used to determine how many points United were off Arsenal earlier this season. And in related news, United analyst Nayim, another prime suspect in the case, was seen leaving a salon appointment minutes before kickoff. While his hair was described as sharp and immaculate, his team were left completely frazzled. A video recovered from his Instagram stories showed him declaring, and I quote, "I hope you guys got your sunscreen on." Perhaps a self-admittance to the crime, after United received more than just a sunburn at Brentford. Investigations, we are told, are still ongoing. Now to South London, where Crystal Palace stunned Liverpool with a 2-1 victory at Selhurst Park. The stadium was unusually foggy from all the steam emanating from Arne Slot's bald head. Our correspondents confirmed that Eric immediately began insisting every Liverpool player is still the best in the world, while still confused as to why Mo Salah never won the Ballon d'Or. When pressed about Arsenal's form, he declined to comment, dismissing it as irrelevant noise. Reporters, however, noted his irritation, pointing out Liverpool's defense was as disjointed as his hairline. Meanwhile, Kiarie was once again spotted with his calculator, attempting to prove that Liverpool could still win the league by Christmas. Economists reviewing his equations concluded the math was, and I quote, "delusional at best." And finally, in the Northeast, Arsenal secured a well-deserved 2-1 win at St. James's Park.
Lucky.
Analysts describe the performance as clinical, composed, and commanding, with the handbrake well and truly off. In addition to that, analysts struggled to understand if the handbrake was ever truly on. Arsenal have scored as many goals, 12, in the Premier League as Liverpool's star-studded front line, which cost over 400 million Great British pounds. Gabriel was a star man with his winning header, redeeming himself for Newcastle's opener. Rival fans and hateful pundits claimed Arsenal have again won only by set pieces. But this Arsenal side laid down a marker with an exciting attacking performance that should have led to a resounding 4 or 5-0 win had it not been for Nick Pope's incredible heroics.
That's his job.
While rivals were left licking their wounds, the Gunners simply marched forward and gave Arsenal fans and neutrals alike a generational hate watch weekend. That concludes tonight's bulletin. From all of us, and I mean all of us, at 12 TV, thank you for watching. And remember, the headlines may change, but Arsenal rise stays consistent. Anyway, thank you very much, guys.
They're not recording.
Welcome to the show. It's live, exactly. They're not recording.
That was.
Why
that
did you have
was,
to be personal with me by the way? Why are you talking about my voice?
Why are you still talking in that voice?
Bro, it's only one win. One win. No, naongea hivyo.
And 45 kilos.
45 kilo numbers.
Nice, man.
That's decent, bro.
Yeah.
To be
Thanks.
fair, bro.
Thanks,
No.
thanks, thanks.
What do you actually curl?
I think maximum 20.
Oh, so I lied.
It was a good lie, though.
Good lie, yeah. But to be fair, bro, like if you said 45, I would actually believe it. Like no hate.
For real?
Wallah lazim, I would believe it, bro.
Damn.
You've done well.
No hate and no homo, man. You got big
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah, mashallah,
Jeez.
mashallah.
Mashallah.
Wait. How was your cycling weekend, man?
Kambia wewe.
She just called me Eric.
This guy decided to do something new after they lost to Crystal Palace, bro. How was your cycling weekend? or running? What did you do? This guy had to take a moment to get in touch.
Those moments when you tweet something like, "Yo, football is not even that serious."
Yeah.
He's been teaching that every
Go
week.
outside and take a walk.
Yeah.
We are suffering by
And the thing is, he didn't go alone. So I know for sure someone called him. He's like, listen, I know you're struggling right now. So I think what we should do is get you out of the house.
I've been going like the entire week. Ask Saddam.
Yeah, he's been. The funny thing is, I don't know who's doing this to him, but he keeps reacting to messages instead of replying. He's doing that to me, man. I had to call him out.
Is it
Zuhum
before the
touched
loss
me.
or after the loss?
No. Since I'm like
Oh,
ride bike.
okay.
Like
Fair
the
enough.
entire week.
Wow.
All right, fair enough. Nayim, how was your eventful weekend? I see.
Okay, tuambie umeenda blankets. Umegongwa ama hujagongwa?
Sijagongwa.
Could be better.
Usiku buy ticket.
Okay. Listen, you don't have to brag that you know people. Relax.
I know people who know people.
You don't have to.
They can't profile you like that guy of Unz.
Yeah. Who's got banned? Relax.
This guy.
So that guy that was being banned for being annoying. That's crazy.
The guy was doing this
Oh, that guy.
in mixes. You know
The
him?
Unz. What do you call him? The Unz.
The Unz
something.
Passaris.
No, they'll call
Actually,
him-
the Unz Passaris. Yeah, but yeah, it was a
You
good
really didn't
weekend.
need to
It
do
was a
that.
good weekend. Ilianza vibaya, obviously.
Yako anazanga tu vibaya kila
Weekend
siku.
ilianza
Mkiwa na
2:30
kick-off.
p.m. vibaya. Let's be
Vibaya
honest.
sana. Even I had
2:47.
I just put down my phone after recording that video.
Weekend ilikwishaisha.
Bro, 2:47 ilikuwa sasa switch.
And then you know you
switch
guys
off.
wait for your team like the entire week. You don't play the entire week. And then when you play, the first 15 minutes, you're shit.
And then to make it worse, walikuwa wamevaa socks za yellow.
Who?
Sisi.
See Man United.
Wacha.
We were looking
Yellow
like
shorts, bro. What was
Yellow
that
shorts
about?
and yellow socks, bro.
Why? Because
That
Brentford wear white. Wear white shorts.
No,
What did they wear?
it's an away kit. So,
Yeah.
so the third kit, right?
That kid.
So they were trying to just show off the whole kit so that people can buy.
So
Make
like,
money.
let's talk about the game now that you guys have mentioned it. What did you
Who,
guys make?
United?
Yeah, like what did you guys make of the starting lineups? You know, the goals that you guys conceded.
I think that starting lineup was unethical, first of all.
unethical.
Unethical. Because he had Harry Maguire and De Ligt and Luke Shaw, who are not our fastest defenders, playing a high line against a counter-attacking Brentford team. That is criminal behavior.
I thought you guys were resting players for the Champions League this week.
Nice
Shut
job,
the hell up,
Eric.
man.
Nice joke, Eric.
That's so
That's so
so
bad.
funny.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You should be
Shout
on
out.
you should
Just
be on a
moment of
podcast.
silence. Moment of silence for that joke.
Hata hapo nyumbani. Pale muko.
Hata producer umenyamaza. My God, I've lost it.
But yeah, so it was a shambles, and then I even think the selection of Ugarte and Bruno as the middle two, that definitely was not working. And it's just the same story all over again. Mi nimechoka kusema ukweli, and not just because of blankets.
It's a blankets
Yeah,
one joke.
Amorim out.
Amorim out.
Achukue vitu zake.
That's not how we're gonna talk about the game, bro. Like we're not gonna give definitive statements. Let's
talk about
it, bro.
that
Because
that goalkeeping,
because,
because
like,
that goal.
yeah, the third goal, the second goal as well. Diogo Dallo, you guys, waxed lyrical about him last season when he was actually having a decent season.
Huh?
You know, yeah, last season.
Last
No, not
season,
last
yes.
season. The
Huh?
season before, rather.
For United standards.
Sorry, no, the season before, not last season.
Yeah, that was.
When and you know a lot of the same squad was, you know, they were actually they had good form compared to what we're seeing now. And then, for example, the second goal, Diogo Dalot is tracking back, but then immediately changes like his decision making.
Trajectory.
Yeah, he starts running towards the center of the box, not marking anyone, and then the late run from Igor, you know, he doesn't even check his shoulders for that, and then eventually that's where the goal comes from. Harry Maguire, yeah, like you said, being played out of position. He's not someone you want trying to play a high line. Like he saw Gabriel do it against Garnacho, thought he could do it himself. Nah, not that quality, mate. And then, you know, the guy, to be fair, like Igor's goal, banger, right?
Banger, bro.
like holy shit.
I don't think he finishes that 5 times out of 10, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But like, it was just one of them ones where like he didn't even need to do that. Yeah, he had more time to go around the keeper or a simple finish. He slapped it. And then going forward, I don't know. Was there much to talk about?
Nothing.
Bruno penalty.
No, forget the penalty. Before we get to the penalty, was there much to talk about? Like in terms of like your created chances?
There was like a little bit of disjointment between like Cunha and his decision making in terms of like, but then again also I don't blame him because there wasn't, our outlet is Dalo and Dogu, so it gets to a point whereby we're looking for a goal. You don't automatically think, oh yeah, Dogu is a solution to like either score the goal or get that last ball to cross in to get a goal. So like the whole system is
It's fucked.
it's fucked.
It's interesting that we're talking about the system right now because Kiarie has just shared something on the group from his and Eric's reliable source, Indicala News, lied about Hosam Awar the whole summer of 2021. But anyway,
Move on, man. It's 4 years.
Indicala News says exclusive formation request and sacking soon. According to sources at Man United, Ruben Amorim was called in by the bosses at for urgent meeting. The manager has been asked to change the formation to 4-3-3. Ruben Amorim was left speechless and with the formation request. Certain United officials believe the manager is to get sacked now, when and not if at this stage. It's a matter of when and not if at this stage. I find that difficult to believe. I think if they're going to sack him, they're going to sack him.
After Sunderland.
Yeah, maybe like because
During the international break,
which is great. No, actually, it's going to be the October international break. He came in November, but I was talking to a frustrated United fan over the weekend.
Even he's frustrated.
Yeah, but I didn't talk to him that much because I knew we'd debrief on tonight. And this guy is delusionally Amorim in, okay? Like maintains the same position that they need a change of players because these are all individual mistakes and so on and so forth. I find that difficult to accept because, first of all, let's make one thing clear. These are all international players. They're not shit players, individually speaking. Not all of them, at least. Diogo Dalot, despite the loss of form, for example, still gets selected for Portugal. Harry Maguire still
He's
gets
competing with
selected.
Semedo in Portugal.
Yeah, he still gets selected for England. You know,
Who?
Harry Maguire. So look at the players when they go
He wasn't
away.
called last time.
Maybe, but he still got selected quite a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
The point is that they're international level players. International level players are good players by any measure, right? No matter what measure you're looking at. Now, is the system exposing these decent/good players? Yes. For me, yes, it is. And then that doesn't help him, like Amorim, get the results that he needs. That's obvious. But he continues to try to teach experienced players new things or things that they're not used to, things that are outside their skill set or profile, player profile. And then he gets frustrated when they're not done in the right way, right? We talk about the midfield gaps, right? Well, of course there's going to be a midfield gap when Bruno doesn't necessarily have an engine to be going up and down. Ugarte, who is a defensive midfielder, doesn't necessarily have that engine.
Bro, there's
Right?
no one in this planet
United-
who has that engine to cover that massive hole in the midfield that always occurs.
There you go.
We play in a donut shape. We surpass the midfield in build-up. That's why we never have any control of the matches. And it's crazy that we've moved from Ten Hag, who was the beginning of this hole in the middle, and we thought when Amorim comes that would be he would solve that issue, and I think he did in some parts last season, and that's why we saw performances from Casemiro going up, because he had less distances to cover and less effort to put in for his old legs, you know. But to move from how we were playing in preseason, because we were pressing in a 4-4-2 shape in preseason, and even against Bournemouth, I know it's just preseason, but even against Bournemouth, when you have the coach coming out after the game and saying Manchester United have a really good team, this is Iraola, and he's obviously saying it because he's seen aspects in this team that are very good. So when we're now discussing game week 6, and we're still discussing the same issues that we had with Ten Hag, and clearly Amorim knows what the solution is, because we've seen it been played in the preseason in 2 matches against Bournemouth and against, I think, West Ham during that Premier League preseason league, whatever, the small league.
The postseason.
Postseason one.
Postseason.
Preseason one.
Oh, okay,
Pre-season
fair enough.
one. And he's still being adamant in how he's approaching games, and we're ending a game where we're losing with Mason Mount at left wing back, and he did the same thing against Grimsby, where you have players playing out of position. So the fucked up thing for me personally with Ruben Amorim is he's clearly able, like tactically, to see the problems, but he's just being very, very arrogant with nothing to lean on. You can be arrogant if you have a 53% win rate like Ten Hag had in his first season. Remember when Ten Hag first came, he had a 53% win rate, which was one of the highest of the managers since Alex Ferguson. Then you have another guy who wants to stick to his principles, and we've not had back-to-back wins in the league. And this is Manchester United we're talking about.
We're looking at stats like...
It's just like...
Today I saw Wayne Rooney. I saw a clip of Wayne Rooney where he said that a couple of men in your team don't really deserve to play for this club.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know what you guys make of that.
But in addition, he also said, just to context, he also said like, not just deserve to play for United, but also he doubts they have the right mentality to play for Man United.
For this club.
Right? And that's something we can agree on, that this is a period of transition. So there's going to be players that need to go, right? But you're about to say something. I just wanted to...
I want to add to what Nayim was saying, and I also want to disagree with the fact that we're in transition. If you've hired a teacher to teach a class, right, and everyone's getting an E, you okay, fine, maybe there's a problem somewhere, trying to figure out. But if no one is improving in the class, the problem is the teacher. For the last since Amorim came, which player stands out at United? No one.
I can only say centre backs, and the centre backs, it's a caveat.
Which centre back stands out?
Like Lenioro has improved, De Ligt has improved, but it's a caveated statement because you're playing 3 centre backs, so we don't know how good they are if they're in a 2-man situation.
I don't think there's any. Oh no, I
They're
don't think
always
there's any
in a
improvement.
5.
I don't personally think there's no improvement. Euro was out for almost
7
the whole leg, so we don't know if this is his standard or this is below
level,
him. So we don't know.
Yeah.
And he was decent when he played for Lille.
We've seen De Ligt play better than he is.
Of course.
So,
but De Ligt has been awesome this season.
No, but the thing, I'm trying to in context with the actual player.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No one has improved individually as a football player at Man United, right? And we've, in the same period, we've had so many coaches. Brentford have a new coach.
David Moyes went back to Everton.
So the idea that a manager should succeed with his type of players, I think that's...
Into the mic,
yeah.
please.
I think the idea that the manager should succeed with his type of players, I think that's the wrong approach. This is the thing, right? Brentford, they've lost a manager, they've lost Mbeumo, they've lost Wissa, they've lost Nogard. They beat us 3-1, right? So this new manager, what's different?
A set piece coach, by the way.
He was a former set piece, yes.
Yeah.
So what's different? So many things. I can list so many examples, right? And since Ferguson left Man United, we've hired less. Madrid have hired more managers.
Yeah,
Barcelona have hired more managers, and they've won stuff. Barcelona fired Xavi, who won the league, because things are not going well. We wait for things to get too far down for us to make a change. There's no shame in sacking a manager. AC Milan, for example, right? We fired 3 managers in the last 2 years. We're now top of the table. We beat Napoli Jana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the idea that sacking a manager is like a taboo, or we have to go back again, that's bullshit. There's nothing like when you fire a manager, you have to start from square one.
And
we
now-
have world-class players.
That's
You
what
have
I wanted
what?
to add on.
We have great, so
No,
much.
Rafael Leao is a world-class player.
Eric,
Oh, it's Milan.
It's Milan.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Eric, just drop the bias for a second. Even if you
I've
compare,
not been-
It
I've
might
not
be
been
to give him
biased
5
today.
minutes to do
just
that.
drop the
Okay.
bias for a
I've
second.
not been banned so far
No,
until
I'm just
Liverpool Arsenal.
I haven't spoken.
He needs to meditate.
Because he hasn't spoken.
He needs
Yeah.
to
No, I've said
meditate
that
before
thing.
he...
Okay.
And I'm not
Do you want to take like 5 minutes?
6,
Maybe 8 minutes, Eric.
9.
Carry
But
on.
if you look at this squad, right? Because I've seen some people online saying that it's also the players, right?
You're legend. Wayne Rooney.
Leave that Wayne Rooney podcast. But in general, in terms of the Manchester United malaise as it is right now, people are trying to say it's okay, Amorim and also the players. But I feel that this squad has been giving a lot of effort in terms of trying to make what Amorim is telling them to work. You can't say that they have not shown up fitter than they've ever been before. And you cannot say that this is the same batch of players that Erik ten Hag was dealing with. This is a whole new squad. This is a whole new look. This is a whole new team with a lot of young players with great potential.
You know, placement.
So, let me just finish. So, when we have this situation where Manchester United has now moved away from buying players for a specific manager, and you're just buying players for a team, right? You're not buying players based on what the manager wants for his system. You're buying players that can play in multiple systems. You just need to find the right one. And I saw an interview Oliver Glasner was giving about his 3-4-3, and he was saying his favorite position formation is 4-4-2. But in Crystal Palace, when he came, he found the players are more suited to a 3-4-3. When he there's a club he promoted before he joined Crystal Palace, and he was saying with that team he was playing 4-2-3-1 because that's what the players required. And when you have a manager as young as Amorim, as new age as Amorim, but he's still stuck to that mantra of system over players, which is an old way of thinking. And then you have Ineos, who are also moving away from buying specific players for specific managers and specific systems and just buying generally good players. There's going to be a disconnect, and this is the result.
So I just want to add to that. There is the whole it's like a Pandora's box once we get into like player profiles and continuity and whatnot, like not just buying for a particular manager but also buying for the club long term. But just reel it back a little bit, we have a very good example in Antonio Conte with Chelsea, right? He won the league with Chelsea after Arsenal beat them 2-0 or 3-0 at the Emirates after a bad run of results at the start of the season. He changed it up to his 3-4-3. And yes, that might be his system, right? But it suited the players that were there. It suited Diego Costa. It suited Victor Moses. It suited those kind of guys, right? And they won things. They won a Premier League title. Like, that's what can happen if you adapt, if you change tactics, if you just take a look at what's not working and not, double down on failure. Like, that's what's happening right now. Because if you look at the stats that we have on hand, like literally on hand in my phone right now, are ridiculous, guys. We're talking about Amorim, for example, has now 32 points from 33 games. 33 times 3 is 99 points.
That's less than 1 point a game.
It was like 0.78 again.
Before the
Like-
bad team.
Like
a really
even,
bad team.
No, even Potter. What's worse, West Ham United or Man United? Like even Potter had more points since he was appointed by West Ham, and he's already been sacked.
He had a higher success.
Let me ask
rate.
you guys.
Hold on. Let me just give you a bit more context. So
He had a higher
Amorim
success
has
rate.
9 wins in 33 games. That's a worse record than Ragnick, who's not even like an actual coach. He's like a technical director, sporting director. Used to be
A
a coach,
surgeon.
you know, like
And
it's.
that team was significantly worse than this one.
Which one?
The Ragnick
Whatever
team.
I'd say
Ragnick
so.
got.
I'd say this
The
team has
Ragnick
more
team.
potential. I'd say this team had more
The
potential.
Ragnick
than
team
But
Amorim.
Ragnick came after
was even
Ole's
worse.
team. Ole's team finished
Goes
second,
on,
man.
goes on. The Ragnick team was even worse because the players already knew this guy is only here for 6 months. So even for them, they're not going to put effort.
Ragnick's team was not worse than this because
I'm
then
telling
Martial,
you, bro.
Rashford had one of the
Nah.
best seasons.
Okay, no. See,
numbers
okay, look at
wise.
it this way again, right?
And that team
Eric,
with Ole was number 2, was also in the Europa League
Okay.
and Happy Champions League.
look at
You're
it this
getting
way.
worse by the season, according to my opinion.
Check it. We've signed Mbeumo who had 20 goals.
Cunha.
When you look at Mbeumo for the last 5 games,
No,
do you see a player who can score
He's starving. He is starving.
exactly? He looks completely different.
Cunha. Like I know he's coming back from his injury, right?
I'm thinking Mbeumo.
I'm saying even Cunha.
I want
right?
to ask this United guys a
Like-
question.
You know when you see, in the movies, you see a bright future. It's all colors and whatnot. You know, rainbow over the hills, and then you have Cunha there. Now at United, he looks dark gray, like gray. It's rainy. It's
Yeah.
sad. Like people, the body language is just.
He looks frustrated.
The body language is depressing. That's what it is.
The
So,
players
Nayim-
are not being platformed properly.
That's
We're
what-
having
that's a
Cunha
very good
receiving the ball with his back to goal. Usually in Brentford or wherever he's been
Wolves.
successful.
Wolves, yeah.
So why do you
Not
think?
Cunha, I mean Mbeumo.
Mbeumo,
Why do you think Ruben Chanag? It's called
Ruben Tenag.
Ruben Nayim.
Ruben Nayim. Why do you think he's so adamant into changing the system? Like every single time, even when you listen to other podcasts and or you read every now and then, even in the press conference, I think Amorim said he's not going to change the system. Why do you think he insists
Let
on
me
that?
answer that. Because he's had success in that system. One, he's a very young manager. So it's like when you're 16 and you just found a way of sliding into DMs and it's worked, right? You keep doing that because that's the only way you know. Until one
Very good point.
until at,
I love
until
that
one
analogy.
point until one point until at one point it doesn't work anymore. But then what does a 17-year-old do?
Gets
he changes.
frustrated by his hormones and then changes eventually.
But the thing is, he knows he has a way of working. He has a system, right, that has worked in, to be fair, a far much weaker league. So that's all he knows.
You made Gyökeres.
We've seen Gyökeres.
Stop it. Let him finish.
Let me not. That was a nice assist. But let me not score that.
Gyökeres,
Let me not score that.
Go on.
Zoom. Someone told me Gyökeres made Amorim.
It is actually. It is.
Honestly
Carry
speaking,
on. Don't get
okay.
derailed.
But the thing is, he's to answer your question, yes, it has worked, right? But he's too young for him to figure out. He doesn't know Hana Njengine.
But-
Doesn't have any other way of doing anything.
When they were negotiating the contracts, I'm sure he brought up that point that I'm going to play this system, and they agreed with that because I remember Chelsea spoke to him, West Ham spoke to him,
Liverpool
Liverpool spoke to him.
Eric spoke to him. Eric and Giroud and
Eric
Kiarie.
Chanago also spoke
My
to him.
manager kind of thing.
So, don't you think these United owners, like Ratcliffe, when they hired him, he made it clear to them, this is how I'm going to play, and I'm going to stick to this?
I don't
Because he
blame.
comes out to the
No,
press
no,
conference.
no, that's
He
a
comes out to
good-
the press conference to say
No,
it.
listen, Eric. Just we need to keep things moving. So I'll just answer it, Saddam, if you don't mind. So, thing is, like he will say, "I will have this system," right? And when they hear that, and his expectation and their expectation is that the system will work. This is how we're going to be playing in this system. So they assume that this is going to work. He hasn't shown enough pragmatism. Other managers have, and if he doesn't, he's going to die by the sword that he carries. You get what I mean? Like that's simple as.
Also, wait.
I have one
just
final question, though, for United
to
fans.
add to that.
we
before he
need to
finishes.
move on.
No,
man.
we're not
Sorry.
going to Arsenal now. Give us like 2 minutes, please.
No, we're moving to Liverpool.
40 seconds.
Okay, to add to your.
Why are you touching my
Also,
Wallah, you are gay.
Somalis and Arabs do that. a lot, right?
it's-
Oh, they do that?
They do that. Like no, let me finish. And then they just.
Okay, I didn't know that.
damn. Also,
Wataka Gusenini.
Nothing.
Okay.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Because Akuna,
Oh, that escalated quickly, bro.
I mean, I was gonna go for the hair, but there's nothing there.
From DMs.
Oh, that's what he meant by nothing.
You don't talk about the hair. But you look like
Anyway,
a pirate.
carry on.
today.
Hey,
Okay,
Wallah, you look like a pirate
Back,
with this
back, back.
t-shirt.
Focus.
Is it a navy? Oh, okay.
Point
Focus.
is, like, I don't blame them. The owners, I don't blame them because you hired a manager who believes in his system. Alsema, this is what I want to do. This is what they. It was more of belief in the manager than whatever he was saying system wise, because you hire someone and you want them to do the things their way, right? It's the belief in this person to make things work. If this person who convinced you that he's the right person cannot do anything, you cannot blame yourself because you wanted someone and he convinced you. That's it.
So now,
No.
when you're going to hire the next manager now, you're not going to look to the future. You're going to look at surviving now in the next couple of months.
Bro,
because
I-
your
what's
results,
funny?
No,
your points per game right now is about surviving.
I don't get why Nayim is frustrated. Like, if you get a new manager, surely the management gets a manager who will work with what he has.
Do you know why I'm frustrated?
Ah.
Because we're being linked to Southgate again already.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm being frustrated.
All right. Well, it's time to read the comments because we haven't read them in a while. Fidel Otieno says, "Let us be fair. Ineos are slow to make big decisions. Another year speaking on managers. On the pitch, it's more than just the formation as well. Bozo genes all over the pitch." And I think that's actually a good point. They were slow. They made the wrong decision because they had the opportunity to sack Ten Hag after the FA Cup win. But then, whatever reason they
That
did,
was the
they
other
didn't.
season, or even last season.
That's what I'm saying. Like they had the opportunity to
You
sack him.
can't,
And then
you can't really be going back there to that point.
Listen, the point I'm making is if they hired if they were going to hire Amorim or someone else with a full summer, they would have it would have been a much better foundation than what he came into. He came into chaos, and now he's continuing that.
He came into chaos and then got a full summer.
No,
last
but
summer.
still, it's not really a full summer. They still have things to. Yeah, like let me
That's
just.
a
let me
whole
just carry on.
preseason in the US.
We're not discussing every comment, Eric. That's not how reading comments work.
Damn.
Yeah,
What's the sense of reading them? If you
Listen,
can't discuss them.
man like Shaw has been there for ages. The club needs deep cleansing from the roots to the treetop. Saddam and Nayim, how long will this club keep firing managers and nothing changes?
Until we get successful again.
Ian Bosire says, we just have shit players. How can the players be shit for 3 managers consecutive? Systems tatu na bado hawaelewi hata moja. United says, who's Kiarie?
Yeah, damn.
Kiarini the Great says, is Bayinder Onana's upgrade?
Bayanana.
James Wanyuki says Javi or Southgate or Glasner. Who are you guys choosing?
None.
Why would Glasner downgrade?
Glasner.
I don't want to play now.
Why would he downgrade from the Euro? Are they in the
No,
Europa
but see, the
League?
thing
You
is,
just said he played a
Conference League.
4-2-3-1
No,
on that team,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now
yeah. So I don't know if Glasner would leave the project at Crystal Palace. Cause
there's nothing there. There's nothing
Bro,
there.
did you see what they did to this man,
No,
Jana?
there's nothing
come on,
there.
Saddam. You wouldn't.
That guy wanted to resign because of
Naim,
losing.
he wouldn't leave the project at Crystal Palace for
No,
the project that.
Naim has a
United.
point.
Bro,
That guy
are
wanted
you
to resign
seeing-
because of Mark Gay. You
Are
remember?
you seeing what's happening at United? Like everything is just like so poisonous. Like
Even
I think-
Iraola would never leave
I'm sorry.
Bournemouth.
No, you
That's
guys,
the
you guys
thing.
don't
We-
know. You
we
do
were
not
discussing-
underestimate Man United. Bro, if we want Arteta today,
Try.
if we
Try.
relax. You know that meme when someone is holding a burger and nguvu hivi? Bro, relax. We don't want it.
Yeah, try. Because we didn't get Barcelona and Real Madrid sniffing
I'm talking
around.
about Man United.
Barcelona and Real Madrid, please, bro.
I'm talking about Man United.
Forget United.
If we want anyone today,
You're not getting guys like
Check.
Arteta.
you know I'm hearing
You're
transfers.
not getting
why
someone
why are you
like.
replying to that point?
You're not pulling out. Fuck. You're saying Arteta. Try and get
Good, you've succeeded.
this guy.
Giroud.
No. Bayern Munich, former Burnley manager. Company. If you tried and get him, he still wouldn't come. He'd rather play Freiburg and Hamburg.
But
or whatever.
there are no more legends now from your class of 92 to come and steady the ship.
Gary Neville, bro, give him a chance.
I take Solskjaer.
You can
'Cause
never,
at this
you can never
moment for
downgrade
me-
from Sky Sports.
no,
I'll take
saying
Oli,
saying
man.
that we cannot get Glasner is crazy. We
The
will
only-
get him instantly in a heartbeat, bro.
I swear I would not
In a
get him.
heart-
Did you see how he was crying because
Anyway.
his star centre back was leaving?
He doesn't.
You know,
like,
No, it wasn't just that. It was also like
He
the
was
other
about to,
managers.
like-
Sorry, the other players that they didn't sign. Woo. The other players that they didn't sign. Anyway,
I think one manager would abandon his system right now or his project right now is David Moyes to come back to United. Because we're talking about relegation survival right now.
No,
In
no,
this
it's
situation.
game
bro,
week
we are
6,
two. We are
man.
we're 2 points behind you, right?
so
Game
why
week
would
6,
you say
bro,
David
relax.
Moyes, bro? Let's fucking root one. Sean Dyke, man. Sean Dyche, whatever you
Nah, those
say
players
his
are
name
too lazy for
Like,
Sean Dyche.
is. Like no more woke shit, man. Like it's we go for it.
If we get a manager next weekend and we get it right, we could actually win the league.
Technically,
Sean
Saddam.
Dyche should come with that
Saddam, did you do the calculations on that calculator?
Yeah.
Because technically, you're only 6 points behind Arsenal,
Technical.
Only 6 points, bro. Wallah, that's ridiculous.
and they still have
And
to
you
play.
have to come to Old Trafford.
We already did that.
Ah, fuck.
But these guys, they gain 1 point per 3 months.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if they have a new manager, they might go to 1.5. So
Saddam is to close. Who do you want? As a
No,
manager?
Glasner.
Glasner.
I'm on my knees.
I think I'll take Iraola, man.
Nuno is gone.
you guys are really saying some pause shit.
Who was
man.
sacked
You're
this
not saying
weekend?
pause. You're taking
Someone was
it
sacked
all
this
like that.
weekend.
See, the West Ham manager was sacked.
Graham Potter.
Yeah, they just let him do the press conference
let me ask
so
you
he
this.
could be asked questions about that face swap thing.
And then they sacked
they
him before the
sacked
game.
Yo,
Oh my
let me ask you this. Naim, you're taking Iraola.
I'm taking Iraola or Glasner.
What if he comes with Semenyo?
Of course.
You're not going to say pause at all?
In fact, we're
No
gonna
pause.
be signing. We're signing
So-
Semenyo next season.
All right,
in the
so-
summer.
We're liberal,
And
yeah.
Senesi. He's called
Fine.
Senesi.
No, just
All right, let's move on. Keep the comments coming through. Don't forget to drop the like. We can see we're over 70 so far in the stream. So let's move on to Palace versus Liverpool. Eric Njiru, journalist officially declared by FIFA,
journalist of the year.
traveled to many FIFA games,
Why build in
FIFA
this
World
case?
Cups.
What's wrong?
Let him cook. Achak
uh-huh.
introduce.
You attend press conferences of all kinds of managers, including ones that are your friends, like Engin Firat, for example. You
Engin Firat made him, by the way.
You made your brother
Yeah, he did.
also.
Firat made Eric.
You made Eric. Good.
What?
Good.
You've interviewed some superstar players like
Yeah.
Salah.
past
You have. You know, he's met Ronaldinho.
Trent.
He's met Trent as a Real Madrid player.
Even Messi. Messi is the greatest player of all time.
He was
Yeah,
the first
sure.
one to ask Trent, hola.
Yeah. And
And a blush.
I thought
And
it was
Bajaber
very
also.
funny.
I met Amudi.
I mean, he's within your friend circle. That doesn't count.
You are the last one to meet him.
So
Official, huh?
your 100% record has been shattered. This season you lived by the sword of late winners. Na kimeumana.
You've adopted that system now.
Can I
It has leaked itself.
can I do an impression?
Please.
Yo, you guys, I think we might even do this season unbeaten. Who am I?
Kiarie.
Palace wametuzoea, but
Kiarie or
they've
Eric, I
become
don't
our
know. One
boogie
It has to
team.
be Kiarie. Because if it was
Kiarie.
Eric, yeah, it's Kiarie. You know, Kiarie, I know you're watching, bro. Like, seriously, bro. At some point, you just got to put the delusional hat off and just start analyzing football, man.
Stop wearing your Liverpool chain so tight.
Yeah,
The blood is not going to your head, my G.
clearly. Maybe that's why it was taken from
It's
me.
a heartbreak.
Maybe that's why it was taken from me. It was an act of love.
Let it go.
You know, like my mom used to take some. Yeah. Anyway, but Liverpool's tactical setup and their vulnerability to counterattacks. We discussed it.
After Bournemouth.
No, not after Bournemouth. We discussed it
Some was like game week 2.
pre-season. We discussed it pre-season. You know, like because of Liverpool's defensive styles, they have a new couple of fullbacks that are supposed to be the new starting fullbacks. They still didn't get a replacement, and whereas Kiarie was confident, to be fair to Eric, them not getting an actual proper 6 cover, like quality depth for Gravenberch, he did have concerns. Glasner, to be fair to him, and Crystal Palace, they've been in great form. They're unbeaten.
Almost
You know how many
Zambia
games.
You should have beaten you 4-0, 5-0.
Wametuzoea Liverpool.
They set up, and remember, like they almost lost Gueye, so they were like they had the issues they did in the summer. Then they had the disruptive loss of Eberechieze, and then they have to be fair, they recovered well with Yeremy Pino, who's a player that's even been linked to Arsenal, but they looked exactly the same. The work rate was the same. They were decisive. Munoz and who was the guy on the left wing back? Can't remember his name. Anyway, Adam Wharton looked like exactly what Liverpool needed in midfield. Mateta, like he dominated.
Proper number 9.
He
I
dominated.
love him.
Dominated Konate.
Dominated.
Konate is one who's
Dominated
easy target.
Konate. Yeah.
People love Konate, by the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, they really do. They really do.
Are you done now?
Anagawana huyo.
Think about
Yeah, you done now. Relax, my friend.
so they destroyed you guys in the first half, and honestly, you can't disagree that they should have been at least 3-0 up. At least 3-0 up. Okay? They not only destroyed you guys going forward, going backwards, they really nullified your attackers. I saw Isak looking like Nayim after 3 months out of Tuesday 7-a-side
He's
football.
actually from Eritrea.
Six
Like,
passes. 6 passes out of 10.
Yeah,
You know, as long as it's
Six
Isaac
passes.
slander, I'll allow it.
yeah.
6 passes.
He has a goal though.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6. He's a striker though. Listen, man.
No, wait. We're talking about the rest of the team.
You are not
You
we.
have Mo Salah, like should have won Ballon d'Or. I can see why he didn't.
Yeah, this week he should have won.
I can see
But the
why
Ballon
he
is
didn't.
based on last season, not this season, man. Come on.
But I can see why he didn't.
Mm.
Because when the ball doesn't come to him from Trent, there's nothing there.
How many goals does he have this season?
You tell me, bro. You're the Liverpool fan.
Like 3 or 4.
Same as Gyökeres,
Not as bad.
who you don't rate.
Joker has 3 goals on
Vats.
Vert
007.
007 Agent 007
How many-
We
acquired.
got him, guys.
How
We
many do
got
you
him.
think?
We
How many
got
do you
him.
think? How many do you think he'll get to? I think he's gonna get to 0015.
He was close to scoring though against Palace. Very close.
0-0-15,
He's always come
I
close
see
by
it.
the all the games that we've played, I think
Honestly,
Vaz has
bro,
come close.
Like at a pre-assist.
Listen,
015, I can see it.
At the pre-assist, eh?
Can we bet
Pre-assist.
0015?
At kuna Jakube. 0015.
Yo,
Yes. 0015.
think about your fullbacks. Kirkes, you'd think he was just signed from some random club in Lithuania.
Like Man United.
Why does he need to adjust to adapt to Liverpool?
To our
this-
system.
Yeah, why? Like you guys play a back four. they
Even
play a back
Isak
four.
Lindstedt, but the Isak Lindstedt,
No,
he
Isak
didn't
is
train for like
fitness.
4
We
months.
We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't have a treadmill at home, so. But what's the deal with you guys, bro? Like set piece, throw in. Like, you know, I could pick up the phone right now and call someone for you. You want me to call him?
You know our
Eddie
team.
Nketiah, bro.
You know our
Your defense
team.
is in trouble. Like, how is Eddie Nketiah scoring bangers against you guys?
The control and the finish was ridiculous.
And then he picked
Are
up
you-
the phone, man.
Are
Hello,
you-
Eric.
Are you contributing to this topic?
Yes, why not? Where's Frimpong?
You know-
Who's that? Who's Frimpong?
That's Raheem Sterling reincarnated.
First of all,
That's the right back. Right back Sterling.
I didn't watch this game, but I was watching the replays today, the highlights and stuff, and I was reading like a lot of like match reports from credible journalists this
Liverpool
afternoon.
journalists. I'm
Because I
sure.
was watching, no, like the Athletic, of course, you trust that, and the BBC and
Yeah,
Sky.
Athletic have Liverpool journals.
No, yeah, but no, I was not reading James Peace articles.
Okay, so
I was reading
Okay,
someone
tell us.
else's.
tell us, what were they saying?
And after watching those highlights here and there, one of our issues is that we reply offensively. We don't know how to sit back to defend, like let's say it's 1-1, because ideally if it's 1-1, in that situation we should be doing more a lot also on trying even to protect that point. But our mind, we still want to go forward and get that 2-1 win, which is very fine. Like Slot was saying, there was a player who lost his man.
Gakpo, he's talking about Gakpo.
Gakpo,
And-
because his mind is, when I see the replay from that situation, the mind is we've almost won the ball and now we should be going into the counter attack. But we lose the ball again. I think it was Soboslai, between Soboslai and Salah, we lose the ball again and it goes now to Nketiah. But that is who we are. That is how we play our football.
I mean,
but
Kirk
like-
is panicked though.
Yeah, but now
Like, why didn't he just clear with his right foot, send it all the way?
I
up? He
was
panicked with his
I was
left and then-
surprised but not shocked by the result of the day, by the goals, because the guy that I was following the game with in the stadium, Kosofa score, I was telling him, like, if we go into halftime now without scoring now, it will be so hard for us to come back to this game, because like without even watching, I can tell what our problems are. Losing the ball so much, we're being penetrated so easily, and we've seen that in the last couple of games.
Ooh.
3 games we've played in the Champions League, in the Carabao, in the Premier League. We enjoy our game that we're playing. We enjoy our team being on top, but also we know we've had issues. We've survived. We've won games very late, and these are issues that are going to catch up with us at some point. And now they've
It's
done
caught
that.
up.
It's
So
caught
it
up with
wasn't
us.
sustainable.
No, it's not. Of course, we enjoy it. I told you last week by one, I told you, as far as we're enjoying doing this, we know at some point you cannot continue. We cannot live by this.
What's less sustainable? I'm curious to know, right? Getting last minute goals or just relying on set pieces? What's less sustainable?
Now, this one's trained for
Definitely late minute goals.
Have you seen their corners? They take perfect corners. I really like
it's
their
a
corners.
penalty, bro. Like, listen,
What?
Have you seen their corners? Like straight
Honestly,
into the hapo
well
katikati ya
done.
net hapo.
bro, it's
We don't
mad.
even take corners like that.
So which one is? So
More
this is more.
What's more sustainable?
Mm.
Definitely the set pieces.
I think we
We've
need,
scored twice as many since last season as any other team in the league.
as far
In
as I
the
want,
top 5 leagues, actually.
In the top 5
Yeah,
leagues.
yeah.
Wow.
You're the Stoke.
as
of
far
the
as
top
I
5
enjoyed
leagues.
those
I love
late
it.
goals, I want to see my team winning the game early enough, like control the game like we did last season where we used to play 2-0 and then we played boring football according to some people because you're just passing around. You are not conceding goals, but you're getting the points and the clean sheets. I
Now
don't-
you spend 400 million. That team has changed.
Yes.
I think the fact that you guys have bought this many players is working against you because now you can't play like last season. Now you have to figure out how to play Vatsia. You have to figure out Frimpong.
That's true, and there's so much pressure
all
on
these
those new
guys.
players by then.
They've changed the way you play as opposed to improving you. On paper, it's kind of making you look way worse than last season.
Don't say they've changed, because there's a reason why Slot signed those players. Because he knew, in my opinion, I think he knew that Trent leaving would have, what's the ripple effect on the way you guys attack. He was, whether you like it or not, he was a creative outlet for you guys.
Yeah.
And Frimpong is just not going to give you that kind of creativity. Kirkes,
not even 25%.
He's just
Yeah.
vibes in the dressing room because he just
anime stuff like
Just-
Naruto and shit. Like, bro, chill out.
social
man.
media.
Comeback stories, shonen and shit. Like nobody. Anyway,
Listen,
like
you
he's
know,
changed this stuff. But this is what I was saying throughout the beginning of the season. Like I was saying, like yeah, Arsenal are gonna have to go through some sort of gelling period. But just because Isak is Kirkes, and these men are Premier League proven players, doesn't mean they're not gonna need time to gel.
but I said that, and then you guys didn't agree with my point.
No, I agreed. Kiarie didn't. I think.
Kiarie was not here. It was
Kiarie
this man.
probably
on the
said
first
something
episode
like,
of the season, I think.
Kiarie said something like, yeah, these are all Liverpool superstars. They'll figure
No,
it
me, I
out.
said the
something
system
like
plus
Actually,
need time
that
to.
sounds very familiar.
that. Yeah.
I said the system plus need time to adapt to this system and the kind of players that we lost. The players that you can say were really planned for us, like let's say from the summer, is Kakes, which is not really working properly, but I do believe it will come on like properly, like we'll give him time.
Of course, you have to have faith.
The gym rats.
That's we really expected a lot from him.
How
And
comes in this game Vats didn't play?
which game?
Against Crystal Palace.
What you jinga? Of course. But listen, losing. I think the two key players that you never really like, let's say, so leaving was Luis Diaz, and well, Trent we knew he's gonna leave, but replacing him, like you guys have said, it was really going to be hard, and we're not going to see another player in the world right now play like Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I'm curious
Mm.
to understand why you had to change a working system. Your midfield of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai was the most consistent last season in pretty much the whole of Europe, right? Gravenberch was best young player in the league. These are the two players who are it was working. Why spend 150 million to bring someone who you clearly on paper right now is no better than any?
But you see now for our team, like our creativity was mostly on the right side. Trent has gone to Madrid, and Mohamed Salah is not getting young. His numbers are expected to decline
And he signed a new contract.
months by months as we progress. Number two, just because these three players are working properly, we know in the Premier League you need more than that to win these leagues back
Last
to
season you
back.
didn't.
Yeah, because last season was special season also. Apart from us
Into the
playing
mic,
good,
Eric. Into the mic.
apart from us guys also being good, Man City had injuries and there. Arsenal were also not really good, like into their standard.
Arsenal were
But
awesome.
like we've seen Manchester City, like we've seen Man City in the past seasons, they had quality, not just in the starting lineup and also on the bench. We needed like situations where you're able to call from the bench really good players to come and win new games. We've got Champions League, that's why we lost Champions League and the Premier League. We are okay with Florian Wirtz because he brings something different than McAllister is not doing or Ryan Gravenberch is not doing. And now we are able to slot Isco Dominic Soboslai at the right side when
Okay.
the other kids are not in.
So at what point do you think Vats is going to be a bad signing, considering the amount of money you spent?
Like if he gets to December
At
without
what point?
You know, these things depend with the club.
I'm asking you. I'm not asking the club.
Your
To move Jabba, if
standards,
one of the club
your
of- close the club.
standards, our standards are different. Madrid are different. Liverpool fans were willing to give these players as much time as possible. And the other issue is that we're still top of the league. As far as some players are struggling to get into the system, we're also winning games and we're still on top of the league. For Florian Wirtz, because of the price that is coming with and it's from Germany, from the Bundesliga, we're willing to give him time. And we know he's still young. He's going to be here for 5-6 years. We've seen players, we've seen Beckham go to the US and not play well in the first season, but still come in and win the league
US.
for his team. Not just there. We've seen Madrid. Let's say who was there.
Huh? Wait, Beckham in the US. Who was following what Beckham was doing in the US?
We were following on Twitter.
What did he do?
So he won the league with LA Galaxy.
Okay, so similar to
nobody cares.
Liverpool.
No. My point is this: that you need to give players time.
So you're using someone who went to MLS?
No,
Someone who was going to retire.
no. Listen, my
Oh,
point
he's
is
coming to retire.
No, it's not coming to. He's like 23 or 22 years old. Give these players time.
Your
man.
example.
Give these players time. Players come, they have to take time to adopt.
Give players time. Can you use
Yo,
that
is-
sentiment every single time we're talking about new signings from other clubs?
And how can you give them time when you don't give Caicedo, Rice, Enzo, players who cost over 100 million?
Says
How are
so.
you so willing to give them time?
Let me
For
tell
example,
you why
are
we
you
had
willing to give
issues
Isak
with
time?
Caicedo. Of course. Let me tell you why we had
Why?
issues with Caicedo. It's not like we said he was not a good player. Caicedo, we were mad that we lost a really good player to them. We knew how good he's going to come at Chelsea no matter what time they give him. Me, I knew that even if it takes 6 to 7 months, Caicedo will come good for them. Enzo the same. I still believe Enzo will be a very good player for them. I don't
Will
know
be.
why.
Enzo is
But
like
you know,
3 years now.
for me, like what was a big indictment on Florian White's performances so far. I'm not saying that he's not gonna come good because obviously there's a lot of
We don't know.
quality there.
I don't
We don't
think
know.
Liverpool fans are worried about
My
Vaz.
biggest
they
indictment
are.
was
No.
when when they were being given their FIFA cards, their FIFA games, and they were seeing their ratings. And you could see the body language from the Liverpool players when Florian Wirtz was
Kwanzaa
showing
Sobo.
them his ratings. And they were like, bro, how are you this high on FIFA?
And
in
you're this
real
shit
life,
in real life.
Nah,
I see you
come
every
on,
day in
man.
training.
No,
Bro,
no,
the
no,
way
no.
Even
Dominic
me,
Szoboszlai-
Shobo was looking at
The
that
way
card
he looked at him
"Ah."
like side-eyed him.
It's
Wait,
like,
what?
bro.
Actually, nah, this guy is actually overrated.
Yeah, I
No,
do.
no,
Like
no, no.
FIFA actually
Dribbling
confirmed
89.
He was like,
Oh,
but
no,
what
no.
physical is like, you're not, the pace. I think it was pace.
Yeah, he said we have the same pace.
They have the same pace. How
How are you
are
high?
you? Anyway.
Listen,
so,
FIFA cards.
I think
FIFA
Sobo
cards have
didn't
different.
attack that point because he realized if he does,
Cameras are rolling.
cameras are rolling. Plus, he makes a young guy start doubting himself. Now, you know, like insecurities with young kids, man.
FIFA cards are different, and there's also the history of Vats and Soboslai. Let me finish on the
Wait, so you
history
think
of-
there's a beef?
when we signed Vats, Soboslai was asked about that signing in Hungary by the Hungarian journalist, and he said, "Me, I'm calm, I'm relaxed because he's coming to take his number." First of all, whenever a player comes, a player who is there for the future, has been bought for big money, you know he's gonna come and start games, and it's up to you to up your game. So I don't expect him like to be very happy about that. The other issue is that we have our players, and they're going to work the way Slot wants. Give them time. I don't know why you guys are running about this thing for Florian Wirtz. We've
Because he
seen
cost
signs-
115 million. You guys broke the
It's not
transfer
paying
record
us,
twice.
and we know that.
And
Give
both
us time.
players are 007, no?
No,
Who and who?
Isak has a
Isak is-
Carabao Cup goal.
Okay.
Good for him.
Just Carabao? We don't count Carabao.
No, we do.
No,
No,
we
no.
don't 07. No,
Oh,
we
so
don't.
he's still on
No, we
007.
don't, man.
Eric is deciding whether we do or don't.
But even Eze scored in the Carabao Cup.
No, but
No,
he has an assist
assist.
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
We only count Champions League and
But
Premier
you know
League
those
for
things
07.
matter so much to teams that don't even fight the goals in normal time. Liverpool were scoring goals or winning games.
Because
It's
you know
fine.
you'll be given 10 minutes every fucking time.
Yesterday we got 10 minutes
My guy, listen. You don't remember the goal that you guys scored, the equalizer.
against
How
who?
the hell, against Crystal Palace, how the hell did the referees not find conclusive evidence that Mo Salah touched the ball with his hand?
With his hand, yeah.
How? How, Eric? Explain that to me.
I don't know, man. I didn't watch
Yeah,
that
okay,
game.
so at least we're on the same page that shouldn't have counted. So Eddie Nketiah
I
didn't
didn't
have to
disagree
be
with
called.
that. I just said I didn't watch.
We didn't actually need to call Eddie.
You're making it and get your work overtime for nothing.
The guy's on the bench. Like, why does he need? They were already
I have
winning
to
1-0.
go and watch that. Just go your goal. But I don't watch back like all the games, especially when we lose games. Like those Madrid games that we play.
So that's how
now and
Kiarie
then.
stays deluded.
Nah, I'm gonna watch that back for Salba. I'm very sure it was the right decision from the refs.
Okay, that's a crazy statement. He's backing the English referees. Anyway,
yes, I did help you, but
let me finish with this now. After obviously showing issues that you anticipated, and the last minute winners not being
Yeah, I want to win games early, man.
last minute winners not being sustainable, obviously, especially at this stage of the season. Does this last minute loss affect Liverpool psychologically?
No, I don't think so because we also don't lose so many games. I think we lose like 4 games per year, per season. It's one of those games, and Crystal Palace is also a boogie team. And I heard that Glasner said if Slot is going to play that again, especially when we play them in the Carabao Cup, we're going to see things. This guy's got something on us. But
Yeah, I mean,
we have a chance to. We play Chelsea this weekend. who have no defenders. It's a
have-
very good chance for us.
They have no defenders, by the way, before the injuries and the
Yeah.
red cards.
And then
Now,
there's a break. There's Champions League, there's Chelsea, then there's a break, then we come back.
Okay.
It's one of those games. Even last season we lost to Forest at home and there was so much noise, and then we came back, we had a very good run. Yeah.
All
So
right,
we're
let
not
me-
worried. Liverpool fans are
fine.
not worried about this.
So, no worries. 2 points ahead of Arsenal now, whereas you could have been 8 points had Kiarie's calculator been charged.
Well, I mean,
But-
we beat a team that you also beat, so it's okay. We
It's
beat
fine, yeah.
Newcastle,
you're
you
right.
also beat Newcastle.
No worries, man.
It's the first time in like 10 years or something.
Consolation. No, it's not. Not
Okay,
the
4
first time,
years.
fine. Yeah, 4 years. Eli Kirema says Eric pressured all the other 100 million players, but wants theirs to be given time. Crazy. Monique Njega says there's a glaring need for a 6 in that Liverpool lineup, especially with the numbers they're committing forward. Fidel Ochieno says nobody's speaking on Diaz. His importance is showing. Parmenas Masharia says never. That's an interesting name. Never seen Premier League champions get worse after making great signings. That's interesting, actually.
And now we're top of the league, bro.
Mohamed Ahmed.
It's
says,
only one game we've lost. We've been 7 out of 7. We've done 6 out of 6.
Yeah.
Before yesterday, before last week, before this weekend.
Yeah.
We're top of the league. What is he talking about?
So, man. But you look
Don't
worse.
take it personally.
But you
Huh?
look worse.
We look worse.
Stop getting Grady,
Yeah,
man.
bro, don't
You look
take-
worse.
stop taking
You
it
said you look
personally,
worse.
bro.
You agreed.
Yeah, compared to last season.
Mohamed Ahmed says, Enrico, hold that L, you sore ass loser.
There's no comment like you.
You're making comments. You're making up comments.
Sore ass loser. Like, guys, you don't need to be told. You can just check. I don't know why guys always think I'm making shit up.
I think it's how you said it.
Moses. I definitely.
So
added
ass
some-
loser.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading that comment. Kiarie Njoroge says we need both our stars. Wait, that's Kiarie, by the way. That's Kiarie, our Kiarie.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
Joro.
remember we
He's called him
established.
Joro.
Yeah, his
Joro.
middle name is Njoroge, I think. We need both our star strikers starting.
Now I was going to make that point. Ekitike PL to Alichomea, by the way. What was he doing in the Carabao Cup? Why did he take his off shirt? Why did he take his shirt off?
That's no people.
If he plays this game that we lost to Palace, probably give something.
Let's
who are they
let's
playing
talk
in
about
Carabao
let's talk
Cup
about
again?
Who did we play? Southampton.
Of course, it's a big team, big game. You have to take off your shirt.
We're not Man
And
United.
do the Messi celebration.
We're not Man United. That's
Come
not a big
on,
team.
bro.
Why did he do that?
That's kind of embarrassing to be
Did
honest.
you
Yeah,
even
that's
see-
embarrassing,
Did you
but
see the quality of the goal, bro?
Listen, I had no issue with it when he did that. And the red card
Tap it.
by on Saturday afternoon, that's when I actually thought about it.
But do you guys also do you see how Slot is talking about his players? I mean, now that you're winning, it's easy for managers to get away with saying, "Oh, that was a stupid decision," or Juicy talking about what's his name, Gakpo. Oh yeah, that he
Yeah, but he never
was-
mentioned names. That's the good
No,
thing with
but
him.
see, what do you mean? He doesn't have to mention names. We know who he's
Well,
talking
we
about.
know managers who mention names.
No, but see, you don't understand. Like, we're not dumb. If Gakpo is not stupid, he knows that his manager is talking about him to the press, right? Ekitike, we knew it was him. He insisted on how stupid that decision was, using the word stupid. Like, now you're winning, fine. Players will probably, but this behavior with maybe 3 losses in a row, you're losing the dressing room.
Yeah, Kidogo Tanta.
We would never
He'll
lose
start
3
comparing
games.
Mosala to the
Listen,
goalkeeping coach.
we would never lose 3 games in a row unless Van Dijk is not there.
No, you're not understand. You're late in Asema. I'm
This
saying.
this guy's acting as if Van Dijk didn't cool a 7-2 beating.
No,
by
but
Aston
he
Villa.
said 3 in a row.
7-2.
No one talks about that
You're
game.
acting as, no one talks about it. Yeah, I'm talking about it.
No one remembers that game.
Your
No,
whole offense.
Who do no one?
He's a no one, exactly. He's a nobody.
Shut up, bro.
No,
So now-
but this is my point here, though. Listen,
Laugh like Scooby-Doo there, bro. What the hell is that?
I like my managers when are ruthless, especially given that Slot will come out and praise his players about Soboslai, about Van Dijk, about Salah. I think he gets asked about Salah almost every week because of how good he's been the past week. But when you make some mistakes like this ones and like what Ekitike did, I think he's got every single right to call them out. And the good thing is that we don't lose many matches. We lose like maximum 4 games in a season.
No, but why
So
is-
you'll only be called out like 4 times.
Fine, you want to question him, right? He's calling him out. Well, let's question Ekitike. Why is he celebrating a goal against the
Southampton.
championship
He's a
team?
mentality. He's
And
a mentality.
taking off his top.
He's
as
a
if
mentality
Messi
dwarf
against
like
Real
you
Madrid
guys.
at the Bernabeu.
That is Arsenal mentality.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
You think it's
And I
messy?
think
no, you know what I
Klopp-
think it is. You know what I think it is. I think he's been signed, 80 million euros, right? And then he sees Isak, who he's supposed to turn into,
compete with
get signed for more money.
150.
And there's more excitement about his signing. So I think that was like a result of some sort of like insecurity.
No one
You know.
even understands why he did that, but
See, that's what I'm explaining.
Yeah,
He's
that's
giving
what-
you a theory that makes sense
Not
to us.
listening. Like
no,
he-
it's a
I
theory.
think he's
The
insecure.
whole- it's a theory.
No, he's insecure. That's what it is.
He's insecure.
Yeah, that's what's happening. He can feel Isak's presence.
No, I think
on the
even
bench.
before Ekitika came, he knew that we were chasing Isak because there was that deal of Newcastle.
No, it
told
was
them,
either
okay.
or. On last minute is when we.
And by the end of the day, he knows that it's not as better as Nani. It's not as good as.
So
as
he's
Isak.
showing you
But
he thinks
or-
he's better.
Yes.
That's why
Nah.
he's showing you the jersey.
You don't need to do that. You need to score goals for us
He
in the
did.
Premier League
He did.
every single week now.
What
and
about
then
Isak? Didn't score
You
against
do
Crystal
not
Palace.
have to talk like we'll know you and we'll make songs about you and we'll be good. Salah scores goals, doesn't remove his shot against
Oh,
Southampton.
he has moved his shots
That
before.
tells you everything.
No, Southampton.
Man
EFL.
United. He loves me.
He did. Didn't he do that actually? Didn't
Man
he do the
United.
same Messi celebration?
No,
When?
he just
He's never
moved his
done
shot to show his abs.
Ah, okay.
But I
Yeah.
like the way Slot mentioned that if anything, Ekitike should have been celebrating the goal with the person who created
With
it.
Kiarie.
No, that's,
Anyway.
that's again.
No, me, I
he's-
think he
he's
should have
still
got-
bad-mouthing Ekitike.
Me, I think-
he's showing how. Why over
To the mic,
celebrating?
yeah.
Why over celebrating and you didn't even create the goal?
Angefikiria sana Ekitika juu ya weekend Isa kwanza yuko full fit ku start games ku play 90. Hiyo ni stupidity alikuwa
Hizo
anafanya.
kazi yake, he
I
did
think
that to
that's what
show.
I'm saying.
He
Exactly.
threw Isaac in the deep end to
Exactly.
show that okay, fine.
You need me.
I'll take a break.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
give you this.
yeah, since
Eritrean boy.
No, he saw that tweet, bro. You know that tweet. They're mad. They're laughing at us because we're gonna miss our 80 million pound striker, and now we have to play our 125 million pound striker. All right, time, play your 125 million pound striker, bro. Why is he on his knees?
No, but he knew.
Bora na hema?
But he even knew that he's gonna play on the weekend. He knew Isa cannot play the entire game.
Right. No, I'm
Someone's
telling you, man,
been talking about those
insecurity,
things.
insecurity, man. Players see things, by the way. They read social media.
Of course they do.
Exactly.
Especially
So he sees you and Kiarie gassing up Isak all the
We'll
time.
go
No,
there and
but-
tell him
But also, I
physically.
think at the same time, we can give credit to Ekitike for being a great striker so far. I think his
Yeah,
performance
in a
has
world
been
where
He's
great.
done
strikers
well.
are not.
He has
He's done.
how is a striker from Germany adapting better than the guy who was in the Premier League?
He didn't train for 4 months.
Well, fair enough.
Let's just guys keep the comments coming. We're gonna be talking about Chelsea Brighton, and just let me actually just check. Where's this?
It was an
YouTube app,
internship for Brighton players.
we now have
It was an internship
internship, yeah.
because
So-
in one way or another they will go to Chelsea either through Strasbourg or direct.
all
What
right.
was Bonanota? Did he play? I mean, he's
Can
on
I
loan.
can I finish what I'm checking?
Okay.
Fucking hell, man.
You should check
Live
at
chat
5 p.m.
We have 89 people in the live chat. However, we only have 22 likes on our videos. So listen, the likes are really important. They get more people in the live chat. They get more people viewing
Tap.
and help the
Yeah,
you know, help
89.
the fan-
Like man, that's a
Tap,
good
tap,
follow.
tap, tap.
89 not to go 22 likes.
Puta.
It does makes no sense, guys. Anyway,
Tap.
let's talk about Chelsea. Their backline was exposed once again. They
like
went
a-
1-0 up.
Like a hospital gown.
They went. they went 1-0 up through Enzo Fernandez, and that should have been.
Very good goal, by the way.
I don't know that was a very good goal. I mean, the
Very good team
deflection,
goal. Very
the
good
deflection
team
of the
goal.
cross.
He's in good positions now in the last
Good
couple
team
of
goal.
games. Like the balls are finding him like in very good
Mganda
positions.
muwe mpatia haki yake. Good team goal.
Mganda
Relax.
Moore?
I don't know.
No one even knows that. What does that mean?
But then, anyway, after going 1-0 up, they struggled. I think the red card happened first. Chalobah got in trouble
Yeah, because of what's his
because
name?
of Andre Santos' mistake.
Mhm.
Again, you know, good young players. Yeah, what also happens when you play young players, like Arsene Wenger said, at some point they're going to cost you points, and you just have to take that. But then Chalobah gets sent off. They're now 1-0 up with a red card, and then another former Arsenal player saves the hate along watch.
Who?
That guy Welps.
Well, actually, former
What a
Manchester
goal.
Former Man
United.
What
United.
a goal.
We know
Calm
him of
down.
more bigger
All right,
Man United.
Calm
listen,
down,
let me
bro.
let me hear you. Let me walk you
Don't
through
claim
the
people's
sequence.
legends.
Let me walk you.
Make
he's
your
legend.
own. Make
He's
your
a
legends. You want a league there?
That guy Wolves.
Yeah, that guy Welps.
You won
won a
league
league
titles.
with you guys.
He celebrated against
Has he won a
United.
league with you?
He celebrated against United.
Yeah,
all
we
the time.
allowed him.
So
So
between
now-
the league and
He's
celebrating,
keeping
which one do you take?
No, he won the FA Cup for Arsenal. And he scored and celebrated against United whilst, you know, getting Arsenal through.
So Wambi, you have so many legends you don't even remember some that you can donate them to
You can
them.
donate some to you.
Donate some to some coaching licenses or something. Anyway,
It's a good comeback.
I mean, Michael Carrick is doing really well with Middlesbrough right now.
Who?
with who?
Middlesbrough.
Even
bring
Lee
it back.
Grant. That team that Man City beat in the Carabao Cup was coached by Lee Grant.
Ah, okay, interesting.
The guy used to do subs at Man United.
Yeah. All right, so they, if you think about now, they get the he comes on, gets the equalizer, then they score the winner, and is dead. It's like Chelsea look dead and buried. Chelsea have now, I think, been sent off in their last 4. They've had a sending off in their last 4 out of 5 games. So
And
that's
that's coming on.
that sounds like Arsenal at the beginning of last season. But for theirs, it's not the
It's
innocuous.
inexperience.
It's not the innocuous kicking the ball away that only gets brandished against Arsenal. It's
Move on, man.
It's,
Come on.
It's
It's been
tactical.
a year already.
It's tactical. Last man stuff. It's irrational stuff. Gusto, for example, was getting cooked by Minte.
Hey, Minter cooked our left back in Kenya. It's Abud.
Mm.
You remember that Rambi Stars game?
Minte is big, but yeah, I mean, he also got a chobo from an unnamed player in the first qualifier, but so no worries. Anyway, yeah, what do you guys make of Chelsea? Because we had a Chelsea fan talking about signings, and they still are talking about signings. Like, people are jumping to Chelsea's defense. No pun intended. By saying that, listen, yeah, they have injuries, but surely your 23 defenders that you have, you can't just be all eradicated by injuries.
First of all,
At some point, like, now they're going to play you guys with one recognized positional center back.
they need to recall Disasi from the bomb squad.
They need Sterling now, by the way.
Yeah, maybe he plays like Frimpong.
Yeah, that's right back.
That's right back.
They have to play Mourinho tomorrow, but they have a game tomorrow.
They play Benfica, yeah.
Listen, I think for Chelsea, one thing is that we and even Chelsea fans are over expecting from this squad, and the Club World Cup told the other side of the story. Yes, they won that tournament, and like we've always insisted, that tournament did not tell the real story of the Chelsea Football Club. One of the key things that is going to affect them this season, I think, it's the inexperience, like you've said, this young man. When they played Champions League three or 4 weeks ago, do you know that Gittens was the second most experienced player in that squad in the Champions League history? Obviously, after Reece James.
Yeah.
That
Because he
Chelsea
played
squad
more Champions League games than
for Dortmund.
Yeah.
The other man players, they don't have that big stage experience. And that will come down to affect them in the Premier League and in the Champions League. Well, if we were to go by the Club World Cup performance, by winning that, by becoming the best team in the world like they've claimed, we should expect them to be somewhere near Liverpool and Arsenal.
Now,
In
at
between.
1-1, or is it 1-0? There was a penalty claim that a Brighton defender stamped on Reece James in the box. Did you guys see the incident? Do you guys think that was a penalty?
Yeah, the
Actually,
replays
just
have
let us
been
know.
the replays have been horrible.
Yeah. So, did you guys think that was a penalty?
I would understand if it was given, but I don't think it was that blatant.
I think this Chelsea squad,
If you watch it in slow motion,
it will be good.
It's more
So,
of a
so,
penalty.
If
so
it-
it's a
wait.
case of like VAR not doing the
slow
it's
motion.
no, not the slow motion thing. More like it's not a clear and obvious error. So
Some
don't
refs
claim
give,
it.
some refs don't.
It's one of those where they have to rely on. It wasn't too obvious for them to call the VR.
The prediction before this game was that Brighton are going to get something from that game. I told you that I think they'll get like a draw or something. I didn't expect them like to get a big win because they've been also struggling this season. But I think for Chelsea, if you speak to some Chelsea fans, some of them, they don't want to say they're going to win the league because they know what this team cannot do. Some of them are saying the way the squad has been this season, the way we've started these games, it looks we've got so many cracks, and we may have now to go for only top 4.
I think the issue with Chelsea is, like I said before, in key positions they are lacking. So they don't have a good goalkeeper, costing them. They don't have good centre backs, also that's costing them. João Pedro started really well, but I also feel like they need a more experienced head there.
Yeah, I think we said your Pedro cannot win you the league.
yeah, absolutely.
The wingers, as you guys have mentioned, also I don't think some of them are Chelsea quality.
But this man spent 2 billion.
Yeah, but like
it's
that's what I'm saying.
over to
the key positions they're lacking.
So he
They
basically now-
still need to make signings in those key positions. They still need.
That's
This-
insane.
It's crazy.
like,
The spine.
Well,
of
they have
the
already
team
signed
is
2 players.
not
Double
really
check.
there.
There are players that are coming in 2026.
for
Red.
January.
Yeah.
This is you guys are confusing this markets to a football club. Chelsea is now markets.
Well,
No,
let's call,
but
no, let's
wait,
call
wait,
them Brighton. I think they're Brighton now.
No, they're not Brighton because Brighton signed good players.
And it's bright.
They managed. A moment of silence, please. And they managed their squad well. Like when Brighton also had injuries last season. They still didn't drastically underperform where they're meant to be. You get what I mean? Like,
I
and
think
the
he
thing
means-
is,
he means-
they also don't overspend. Like I know it's a similar model, but with Chelsea, you can't take Brighton's approach. Brighton is a numbers game.
Plus they buy players for like 1 million, 2 million.
And there's
Those guys are
patience.
buying 100 million.
There's a guy who scored
That's
4
the
goals in
difference.
the Carabao for Brighton this week.
Yeah, the striker was taken off.
He's a new guy.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
He's gonna go to Chelsea in like 18 months.
Yeah, and then he's gonna fail, and then they're gonna be like, maybe we bring back Nicholas Jackson, like on loan. So I don't know. It's frustrating, but it's frustrating to watch and
Jackson?
listen to Chelsea fans defend the team by saying, "Oh, we have injuries. We need to go back into the market." Bro, you guys are the market. Like, you are the
You
market.
see the problem with Chelsea is this, even when they go to the market, they're not getting quality. And that I was asking someone, let's imagine there was no Club World Cup this summer. Would they have, like, let's say, gotten the kind of players they got?
Like Jamie Gittens.
Yeah. Because this Club World Cup
Yeah, they could have.
give them, like, let's say,
No.
a full story. Like,
They were doing
how
this
good they are.
before. They were doing this before, Eric.
No,
They
let's
could
say,
have
like,
still gotten them.
you see, like, someone like Dilap came in the middle. Yao Pedro came in the middle of the Club World Cup. Dilap is the one who came first, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Yao Pedro came. And then who else has come, like, before the new season started?
This is that kid, Estevao.
Estevao was signed from the other
No,
season.
but he came.
The keepers. Last season, I think they knew they don't have like a decent keeper. Kepa left for Arsenal on loan. There were some keepers who were available in the market. Donnarumma, Keller. You guys saw Keller when you
Keller
played
saving
them on
Bruno's
Saturday.
penalty.
No, I saw.
If you ask me, I think Keller is a better player than
Okay,
Sanchez.
cheeky. Eric.
He is 100% better player, bro.
You don't need to be asked. That's
Bro,
common
Sanchez.
knowledge. Water is wet, my guy. Like, what are you telling us? Sky is blue. What?
What's the highest amount of money you've ever won from betting?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think like 290k at once.
You see, no, that 290k, you don't know you made happy, but you've spent 290k. That's
because I
Chelsea.
didn't plan for it properly.
Exactly my point. That's Chelsea.
But Chelsea,
has-
they have a job. There's someone who's supposed to plan for it.
I think you need to
you're not-
listen
you're
before
not
you
listening.
respond.
You're not like.
They didn't plan for all these things. Like, look at for example, the players that they've sold so quickly after. Nicholas Jackson. He's supposed to be coming in and supposed to solve the striking issues after a long time, right? Then they let go of Nicholas Jackson. Rory Delap gets injured.
Liam.
Right? Liam Delap. He gets injured for 3 months, and they panic and they try to
Cancel.
They try to cancel his flight, or they try and turn the flight around.
Jackson.
That doesn't work out. Then they try and they bring back Mark Gui. I don't know how you say his name, but like they bring him back.
Gui. He actually played a game for Sunderland in the Premier League. He had played already a game.
Played a game.
Yeah.
All my Kiku's in the chat, man. You know what GUI means, bro.
Anyway,
When's
like
the dog,
for
right?
me,
Yeah.
let me read some comments as we move on to the final game.
Funny enough, he doesn't have the dog in him.
So
See now I'm running out.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dog
he
in
ain't got
him,
that
man.
dog in him.
And you know,
man.
when we play this weekend, they may lose 3 Premier League games in a row.
Inshallah.
They've already lost the last 2 United.
Inshallah,
and
not, bro. What do you mean? They're playing Liverpool.
Yeah, inshallah.
You want them to win the league?
Zoom, even as an
Bro,
Arsenal
I'm
fan.
looking out for myself. Right now, Chelsea are behind us. We need to keep them behind
Zoom,
us.
honestly, hata kama
Pause,
unataka to lose, there's some teams that
Pause,
cannot help
They're
you.
behind us.
Yeah, by 1 point.
Zoom, hata kama unataka
They're
usaidizi,
behind us.
there's some people
Wallah,
that cannot
wallah.
help you.
It's true. It's true.
They're ahead of us.
Yeah,
by a
they're
point.
ahead of us by a point.
And it's
Anyway,
Anfield.
let me
Sorry, my bad.
just read some comments. Alex Kibicha says that game clearly showed why it's called Palmer FC. Lucas Rotich says Palmer is just like Alvarez at Madrid. The rest are farmers. Ellie says the games Chelsea have won this season, Palmer has not played in the team. And the games that they've lost, Palmer has been in the team.
Yeah, he played against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Joseph Mwangi says, why aren't we addressing this about Chelsea? According to their sources, 1, Cole Palmer is unsatisfied with his tactical role over Chelsea. 2, certain players find Enzo Maresca arrogant. I think we all find him.
Yeah, he brought up his
Father.
fishing father.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
We have Gideon
That came
Kimoe
out strongly.
his father.
saying the USA owners are just doing business with Liverpool. There's no intention of building players' legacy culture. Mane, Diaz, Yanni Mpaka, Trent. I'm confused.
When
by
are
that.
Chelsea fans going to
I
give
can't
up?
tell if he's a Chelsea fan or a Liverpool fan there.
When are Chelsea fans going to accept the reality?
Which is
Which is that they're not doing anything meaningful for their future to win the titles.
Yeah, I mean, Geracho says
Because they
in
keep
addition to that,
arguing with Carragher on Twitter, and Carragher tells them the truth.
yeah, facts. Geracho says Maresca has lost the dressing room.
Already?
Honestly, I wouldn't be
Huh?
surprised.
These
wouldn't
guys
be
are too
surprised.
young.
Already?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think those kids know English enough for them to lose.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they understood what he meant. by the
Facundo
father.
Buonanotte.
No.
Anyway, so let's move on to Arsenal. Arsenal played Newcastle. They go into that game having not won in 3 previous visits. The last time we won, we set up with Granit Xhaka, Jorginho, and Odegaard. And a lot of people were suggesting that, no, we need to play big players, and, maybe Arteta might be right in putting the handbrake a bit on going into this game. But I was like, nah, I think you need to play you can't play fire with fire again. So for me, I was happy with the lineup, apart from Trossard. I wanted to see Martinelli get a start. I thought he deserved a start. But the performance of the first half was what I was happy with. Yes, we conceded the first goal. But within the first 6 minutes, I think we had like 3 shots on goal. And they were good chances, But then I think what happened was we got a bit unlucky. I didn't understand Mosquera's choice. Arteta's choice to start Mosquera over Saliba.
Fitness.
Fitness. Maybe it was fitness. That's I didn't understand it. Like I'm not saying it was wrong or whatever, but I just didn't understand it because I think people think.
Were you playing this week in the Champions League?
We're playing I think
Atleti.
Olympiacos.
Ah, okay.
So I didn't understand why he didn't play him, especially because I think Saliba, it's very underrated how important he is to our build-up. Like, he calms the game down, allows us to pin teams back. Like, Voltmad, he spoke after the game and said, like, we kept defending in the second half. Like, we needed to, at some point, have some runs into their attacks. And into their defense. And I'm not just saying, like, he wasn't just saying, like, defensively, like counter-attacking attacks. No, like pin them back a little bit, get some corners and so on and so forth. But Saliba is that. Like, he doesn't allow us to get pressured all the time. But anyway, I was really impressed by the performance. I was frustrated by Gabriel because
He was
2 games in a row.
2 games in a row.
He was owned by that guy.
I mean, Man City.
I think that was just elite. Bro, the guy hit 35 kilometers an hour. Erling Haaland. That was the highest sprint ever made. And sorry, not ever made, made this season. And he was also the fastest.
And his body shape was wrong.
No, I think what happened as well, Gabriel was trying to manage his hamstring. Like, he's coming back from a serious injury. He doesn't want to make the same kind of sprint that he made against West Ham and then re-aggravate it. But anyway, like, this was far worse. This was far worse because he went for the easy way out, looking for looking for a foul. It was softest kind of thing, and then you could see, like, he was annoyed because now he's running into Voltmad with an elbow. I mean, fair enough. That's what we do at Newcastle, right? Like Bruno Fernandes, Jorginho, normal. But man. Then Arteta made changes. And we fully deserved the win. Like, we peppered them. Like, Nick Pope had one of those games. Like, he was... In the first half, I think he made good saves. Because the balls were a bit central. Apart from the Trossard chance where he hit the post. That should have been buried. But what happens after we concede... after we miss that goal? We concede that stupid goal. And fair enough, we make changes. And those changes, thankfully, worked. Like what Eric pointed out about... Man City, as he was talking about Liverpool, is that with Man City, their bench, anybody who comes in, you're guaranteed some sort of like impact.
Not now.
And that's Arsenal now. Like, we are set piece FC, we're squad depth FC, and I'm really happy with the overall performance.
Martinelli is better off the bench for me. I think as he is right now in terms of his form and playing style, I think he's better against tight
I think
legs.
he plays more relaxed coming on from the bench as opposed to starting. Because now when he's starting, I feel like he overthinks.
I get
a
it.
lot.
I get it. But like I'm the one who even called for him to be benched, because if there was like any way back to form, he would need to come back with like a bit of protection from Arteta. Protect him, give him a few minutes so that he's not analyzing 90 minutes of just running down with his head down. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But why I said that particularly was I expected Martinelli to play, and we can have something on the left wing with him having more confidence. What happened instead was also not bad, because Trossard then stepped inside, and then Calafiori kept holding the width, which is fine. So I get that point. But I think the game really changed. And I really need people to like give props to the best striker at Arsenal, Mikel Merino. Like, yo, I'm not even shitting on Gyökeres. That's a joke. But like, he is a very, very valuable squad player.
That's true.
Like, when we need him to give people rest, right? Get some people like some well-deserved rest or protection from coming back from injury, he can do that. He can fill in and give you a 6, 7 out of 10. Okay, when he comes in as striker, or when he comes in off the bench, he is also now an added string to the set piece bow that we have. Like, we have an extra target man, and that goal that he scored was like top. That was a top header. I didn't expect him to score that goal. I don't think many people did. Like, Nick Pope certainly didn't.
That is pass header?
This season, or
No.
what do you mean?
I think usually.
Last season scored a header.
No, he's been scoring headers. He scored goals. He scored against them. He scored against Chelsea.
Scored against who?
Liverpool.
When?
At the Emirates. Yeah.
We had won the league already.
No, it was the first half of the season. Anyway, he scores headers, but like, he has technical finishes as well. Like, him
that's what
inside the box, or just in and around the
his
box.
positioning and.
How's the
his body
feeling
shape.
though of winning the game at St James's Park yesterday at full time for you?
It was incredible, because
relief, because it's been a while.
bro, it's been 2 years since we've made a comeback win. Like, last season, the reason why we didn't, we'd make comebacks, but only for draws, because we didn't have enough options. Simply put, like, bro, Jana, when Odegaard came on, and now he's feeding the number 10s and the wingers with less pressure on him. Like, you saw that pass he gave Lewis Skelly. That was like the same kind of pass that he has the ability to do. That, for example, remember the Gabriel Martinelli assist that he gave against Brighton? Fantastic ball, like 2 years ago. And then the one against Porto. He seems to play better off the left-hand side, because he has the body shape for that pass. But like, that feeling was immense, because for me it was a must-not-lose game, right? But especially after Crystal Palace's results against Liverpool, it was now a must-win. Because how many times did we sit with you, Eric, like last season, before the title race was pretty much done and dusted, even before our injuries, right? It was like, every time you made this comment, every time we drop points, Arsenal drop points. Every time we have a chance to, every time Arsenal drop points and we have a chance to like fully cement our title credentials, we also drop points somehow. And I was like, yeah, we can't afford to do that back and forth with Liverpool this season, because they can go through another run of games. Like, people are already pointing out the next run of fixtures.
Arsenal fans, not people.
Yeah, they are. And no. Even like ESPN UK and like these media pages, everybody's doing it.
You're the one who started it, Arsenal fans.
Yeah, we did it, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing that for shit.
You've told us.
You know who we're playing next? We're playing West Ham at home.
That's the much.
We lost that 1-0 last season.
They've sacked our manager.
I don't care.
At
I'm
the
not
Emirates.
falling for that bait.
At the Emirates.
And yeah, the Emirates.
That's
and then
5-0.
after the international break, and we know how international breaks can be tricky, who do we play away? Fulham. We drew to Fulham last season. And it's those kind of
Those
games.
are the fixtures actually that has been costing you for time.
And
Never
not just
big games.
Exactly. And it's not just the games against like the names of those teams. No, it's the type of teams. Aston Villa, Fulham, West Ham, these are physical mid-blocks. Newcastle away as well. Like, that's a physical mid-block that you play against. But
You've also lost a game that you won last season.
yes. So it's fine, but we have more points than we did at this stage last season. So I'm not really worried about the differentials. Like, being 2 points behind Liverpool It's not the fact that we're 2 points behind them. It's the fact that we took advantage when we had the opportunity. But my shtick is for this Arsenal team is we haven't even hit second gear.
Even us.
Yeah.
Anyway, like my thing is like,
we're
we still
now.
Since I don't know the gear.
engine. I don't know what you talk about gears for.
Sisi ni zile gari za Flintstones. Zile unakemea na miguu hivi.
Yeah, do, bro. But
I made alone Casemiro's leg.
But I think that like
so fit these days.
I think that was a statement win for Arsenal themselves as the squad.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure. Winning Newcastle away
Tough
means
for any.
means a lot.
Again, Newcastle squeeze pia kuna ujinga sana.
No,
They're
this
playing
isn't
good
the-
football like in the opening minutes, and then they just fall off slowly. The
I think
atmosphere
Arsenal
goes
make you do
down.
that. Think about
No,
that.
we saw Barcelona. They played there 2 weeks ago.
That's Newcastle.
We
Newcastle.
played better than Barcelona did at Newcastle.
You're mad.
Wallah, I have
You're
the stats.
not. Barcelona
I have the stats.
dominated properly.
I have the
you guys,
stats.
your goal, Kevin. They
Eric.
stole a win.
Eric,
Pedri.
I
There is
have the
this,
stats.
we call it Saint what?
Eric,
Saint Pedri's Park.
I have the stats. I have the stats.
But we have eyes. We can see the games.
No.
I have the stats.
Ah, come on.
Stats don't mean
we had
anything
the
in this
same
situation.
we had the same possession, 64%.
Game
right?
state.
We had expected goals of 2.05, right?
Game state, bro.
Shut up. Expected goal. Barcelona had 1.13, right? Total shots we had 20. They had 19. We had 7 on target.
How many
They had
corners?
5.
We have
How many
eyes,
corners?
we
Shut
can
up.
watch the game.
Shut
How
up.
many corners, bro?
Shut up and let me finish.
How
I'm
many
addressing.
corners?
I'm
Yeah,
addressing
how many
your,
of those were
I'm
corners?
addressing
How many
you.
corners?
Listen, I'm addressing your statement. There big chances for them. 1, we had 3. Big chances missed. 2, they had 1. Accurate passes 85%. So we had 82, but they had 400. We had how many fouls committed? They had 12. We had 9. Like we were playing football. That's the thing. Like
You had
guys,
a comeback win. Those guys controlled the
I
entire
don't.
game.
No, listen. I don't want.
And then we saw the game. You're reading for us stats from SofaScore when we saw the 2 games.
it doesn't matter.
It
bro.
matters.
What I want. What I
Apart
don't
from the
want.
stats Zoom, did you watch both games?
Yes, I did. Of course.
Do
I
you
did.
believe yours was better?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I absolutely do. And this is why.
Sabas.
This is why I think you guys are getting carried away. First of all, because I always try and tell you, like your football knowledge is shit. But second
Yours
of
is
all,
getting shittier.
but second of all, guys mask the Arsenal win with lazy analysis, saying set piece FC. Our best chances.
We're not saying your performance was bad.
It is. It is.
No, wait, no.
That's
we
what
didn't
you're.
say-
That's what you're
We
hinting.
are
at.
saying one is better than
That's
No,
what
we're
you're
not
hinting
saying the
at.
performance was bad.
No, you're
As a matter of
reducing-
fact, you made a comeback, which was good. You made a comeback to the game.
But
because
you're
no, listen,
reducing it.
Let me finish.
You're
Barcelona, you were 1-0. Newcastle were 1-0 up, Sindio. Until at what point when Arsenal came back, they equalized and they won the game. Barcelona controlled the game from the first minute until the end when Newcastle scored that late goal that had no meaning for them to come back to the Champions League.
Yes,
after
absolutely.
completely
But
dominating
you just
the game.
agreed. You just agreed that the goal from Newcastle came against the run of play. They should not have been. Okay, that can happen. It's football. Like variables can affect games. Thing is, what I don't want.
Taken the Kina Rashford off that day. Even Lamine Yamal was not even there in that game. They were being dominated by a second string wingers for Barcelona. Lamine is not there. Rashford started that game. Rashford doesn't start in
Who
the
started?
biggest game.
Who started on
in
the right
biggest
wing?
game.
Who started on the right wing?
In the biggest game in
Who
the
started on the right
this
wing?
right now. Nah, come on, he doesn't. When everyone is fit.
He does now.
No, when everyone is fit.
I mean,
He
Rafinha on
does.
the left.
Rafinha and Lamine Yamal are there. Come on, man. Ballon
Yamal
d'Or.
on the left, Rashford on the left. On the
What
right.
I'm trying to say is,
The other round.
I won't allow someone to summarize our win against Newcastle.
We're not
to say-
summarizing.
You're being
Listen,
insecure, by
no,
the
you're
way.
being
You're being
insecure.
insecure.
Your
Our
performance,
Our
you did your
was
job,
better.
but there's
You're not
someone who had
listening.
a better performance
like
there.
how can we say?
You're not listening to
How
Eric.
can we say?
You're listening to Eric.
How can we say the numbers are lying? Like that doesn't make sense. So
No, it does. It
Because
does.
if you say that our expected goals, for example, were high or higher than Barcelona's simply because of corners and set pieces, that's ridiculous. We had Eze who had 3 shots on goal. So Gyökeres had 3 as well. Saka had 2. Trossard hit the post. We had tons of chances against them.
The
Nick
fact
Pope,
that you have to explain
Nick
it to us
Pope-
to convince us, that shows
No, the fact
clearly.
that I have to explain, it shows clearly that you guys are retarded.
No,
Check
you're
it. No, when you tell me about stats and I look at our game between Palace and Liverpool, I'll tell you Liverpool had a better game than Palace. From the stats that I see from the SofaScore and stuff. But when we watched the game, we could tell that Palace were playing in Liverpool. They were creating those chances. We almost survived in the first half. You told me they should have scored 3.
Facts. Yeah.
You're telling me after we sat down, you can convince us through SofaScore.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I don't think because
but it's not just.
And then we're not taking away the fact
just
that you
SofaScore.
played your game. We're not saying that you played a bad game, by the way. We're just saying Barcelona dominated Newcastle.
No.
the
You
entire
said
game.
Newcastle were no fala.
Yeah,
You
this
said they went to
season.
defend.
Yeah, this
and
season.
You said they
no,
went
I,
to.
No, I said this. No,
Can
don't take words into my mouth. I said this. Newcastle, they have this thing this season where they're starting their game properly. They've got this high pressure.
That's
the
true,
fan
though.
base atmosphere is high, and then it's dying slowly as you grow into
They
the game.
die slowly when they were one
As
man
you go
down
into the
against
game.
Liverpool. Did they die slowly?
I'm not based on Liverpool.
Did they
game,
die
Kiarie.
slowly?
I've said,
I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts. You decide what you understand is a fact. Did the Liverpool manager say 9 times out of 10, right? We draw that game against Arsenal. Wait, stop. What are you doing? Like,
so I'm watching for you to finish. I'm not talking.
you're doing this. You're
But
doing.
that's not talking. Just
no,
talk.
are you
This
so
guy's crazy.
Kwani, what's wrong with him doing this?
Did Man City register the lowest possession they ever have against with Pep Guardiola, and their lowest touches in the opposition box, and their lowest XG against Arsenal or not? Did Liverpool respect us?
The point
at
is
Anfield?
Newcastle.
Did
Me have
Liverpool
no issue with the
respect
other
us
games
at
that you
Anfield?
played.
You're being
Zoom.
insecure, Zoom.
Listen what I'm
He's talking
saying.
about
Relax. Me, I'm talking about Newcastle alone, not
And
even
that's
your
what I'm
game.
saying. My answer is 2 parts. Newcastle could not get out. Why? Because Arsenal kept them inside. Like what you're doing, I'm not gonna fall for
Listen,
it.
that's a different thing from what I've said.
Saddam might.
That's a different thing from what I've said. That's what I've said.
You're not
I've
listening
said
to
this.
Saddam might fall
No,
for it.
no, no,
but
no,
I'm
no,
not
no, I
falling
don't
for it.
agree with you.
You're
No,
saying
that's not true.
Newcastle reduced. They take their foot off the gas. They don't play their high octane football that they usually do, or they can't maintain it. I'm telling you, they can't maintain it because we didn't allow.
But you're not the
to
only
them
team
to
I
that-
mean,
maintain
that-
you're not the only team that has played Newcastle. They've only won one game this
I'm
season.
not taking anything away.
They've won one game this season.
Who have they played this season, bro?
Liverpool,
They played-
Barcelona, Arsenal. All
Exactly.
those teams.
Those are very tough.
Last
teams.
season they beat you.
Sawa, but they're still very tough games.
But my point is this.
You're
Zoom,
not still listening to Eric.
Zoom. My point is this.
Listen to him now.
Newcastle, when they're playing games, like when we played our game, the atmosphere in our game did not change because of the situation that was in between the two teams.
Yes, facts.
And that is Isak. But the other games that they have played at home this season, Barcelona and other Premier League games, their fans start so high, the atmosphere is quite high, and then they don't score goals. What happens? The atmosphere goes down, and the intensity starts reducing when the game continues. There is nowhere I've mentioned Arsenal.
If anything, actually, I think game Arsenal, that is, I think the first game that I've seen them not do that to teams. Because I think the first 5 minutes, you guys had like so many shots.
Yeah, we had 3 shots.
As like usually it's the other way. Like they would start really high, trying
But
to
they
get
did.
things.
That game for
but they did,
Barcelona,
didn't they?
that game
They
for
had
Barcelona,
corners.
Kwanzaa,
They
that
had-
game for
they had
Barcelona,
2 corners in the first like 10 minutes. They were trying. I'm telling you.
that
they were
game for
trying.
Barcelona, I've
Look,
just remembered Chancia, Anthony Gordon, and there was another one. And they all came in the opening 10 minutes. From there,
The one Elanga played across.
The one exactly.
And that's what I'm saying
And
about
exactly.
variables. Like they score from that corner. When Nayim and I were watching that game, and I remember telling he said, how could he miss that? That should have been 1-0 up. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't just go and say, but this game versus this game, they went 1-0 up. No, it's
there is
context.
no way I based your
Can I-
game to
can I
say,
give- can
to
I
say
give my
that.
analysis?
No, wait, listen.
I think
There's
this
no way I
was a dead
say.
argument to start with.
It's because
Can we
Zoom
just
is
do
just
some
jumping to
calls,
every
please?
argument.
Yeah, it is time to move to the calls. Actually, are we ready to take the calls? All right. So I keep forgetting the number. 0704-155-882. The phone lines are now open. You guys can give us your opinions on the football this week, not just in terms of. By the way, are we on? Oh shit, we're on 98. Dope.
Likes.
Yeah. No.
Come on, guys.
These guys are like Man United.
Tap, tap, tap.
But no, in terms
Send
of our
Lion.
audience, we're on 98, almost at 100 viewers.
Where's the phone?
We still haven't gotten a phone line coming in, but yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I think this is definitely our season. I'm seeing it. Like, or what did that guy say? Shit.
This is your
Yeah.
season.
Hold on.
That's like last season.
No, that guy, Adam McCullough. What did he say? Seen it.
I seen it.
I seen it.
That was after we
21
lost.
is coming.
After we lost. Crazy. By the way, you police fan, mulikuwa wapi? Where's your mulikuwa wapi
I was
over the
taking my
weekend?
parents to the what do you call it? Airports.
Yeah, man.
And last week?
No, I just wasn't available.
Last week they were away, so he didn't need
All
to
right,
come.
so we have our first. Oh shit! Mr. Mutaru, hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
We
of
can't hear
course.
him.
I can hear you guys loud and clear.
Oh, you hadn't switched it. My bad. Just a sec, Mr. Mutaru. Hold the line. Can you hear us now?
Loud and clear, guys.
No, sorry. Just 1 sec. Just try and call us back in 2 seconds. Could you figure that out? Oh, it was working. Okay. Yo, whoever you are, please call us back. The guy with the number. Should I read it back? 0714-848-911. Yeah, there we go. Hello.
Yes, how are you guys?
Could you turn him up? We're good, man. What's your name and
What team do you support?
what team do you support?
My name is Michael.
Michael.
Yes, I'm a Chelsea fan.
Welcome to the show, man. No, it's good. It's good.
And I've also something else to add.
Talk to us.
I was the first caller, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well
First
done.
caller.
Well done, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, son.
Bro, I'm talking about first caller in history, not just today, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I remember.
Yay.
True.
Yeah.
All right, let's
You
see.
promised us to be good this season.
Yeah, you said you were going to beat Man United, remember?
Bro,
Chelsea.
those Reds have been cooking us, guys. Even you guys can't even talk.
So then, what are your thoughts on the games this weekend?
Well, Liverpool, of course, will be a tough challenge. Of course, Chalobah is not there. We might start tossing. But, yeah, it will be a tough game. But we'll see.
Yeah, I like
You'll
how you
see
jumped.
what?
I like how you jumped to Liverpool so that
Bro,
you mind this, like,
Liverpool
Brighton.
can't even
Let's talk about
chat.
Brighton, Habibi.
Yeah, let's talk about Brighton, man.
Yeah, talk about it.
So, we're dominating the game, bro. There's nothing to panic. Like, of course, the red card happens. Then all of a sudden, we are tensing. Like, we're the worst teams under pressure, for real. Like, we even saw it last season. The Fulham game, the one they came back, we were leading also, and it happened. So, like, it just happened. Brighton have, like, confidence. They know they can beat us, so they just did it. They were
They
Like,
give you players and they beat
Tony
you. That's
Bloom was
embarrassing.
even there, guys. Like, bro, the red flags are over there
Would-
already. So, like, yeah.
I like what Saddam just said. They give you players, they feed you,
And the money
but then
goes.
they beat you. Would you call them your fathers because they've beaten
Bro,
you
don't
in
even
the last
start.
4 games?
Don't start tripping, Zoom,
Why am I
man.
tripping, bro? I'm just asking you if they own you. Like, as
Nah,
your
they
children.
don't own us, bro. We are bankrolling that club. We might even buy it, who knows? But listen, that's not the point. The
Didn't you
point
guys
is,
get
they-
Buonanotte from them?
Bernardo is a baller. Bernardo is a
Yeah,
baller.
he's
no?
a baller. But why didn't he ball against Brighton?
He's a
Because
small
they were
village
spanking
baller.
you guys.
That's his parent club. It's on loan,
What about
bro.
João
What
Pedro?
are you guys saying?
You're saying that's his parent club. I'm saying that's your parent club.
Bro, whatever, bro. You don't make sense. You're just making a joke, bro.
Checky.
Ah,
Will you make top 4 this season?
Of course, man. We are the world
Yeah, of course.
champions. Top
1
four
point
is
above
guaranteed.
Manchester, Buddha.
Top 4 is guaranteed, bro. We are even talking about top 4. You should be talking about top 3. I told you guys in the first episode, top 3 guaranteed.
Do you believe you can make top 3 with Sanchez in the post?
Bro, what do you say? Believe we are making top 3, guys. Not even cap over here.
yo,
Are you telling me you finish above Bournemouth?
So who the hell is Bournemouth, bro?
Have you
This
seen them
Iraila
play
guy
this
is being
season?
hyped. This Iraila manager is being hyped, bro. United guys, akit nani Saddam, simuende Iraola.
Hapana, si tuko sawa.
Let's downgrade.
Yo,
So,
let me ask you this, and just be honest, okay? Because
Yeah.
respectfully speaking, you sound very deluded. Did you, by any chance, get in touch with Kiarie during the week?
Nah.
You didn't. Okay, so well, if
Yeah,
you did,
but you
you
can
sound
link
like
me
you
up.
did.
If you need us to chat, you can link me up with Kiarie.
So yeah, you guys can be
Yeah.
delusional pamoja.
You can make
Yes.
a delusional chama.
Ask you guys consider you're talking shit about Chelsea, bro. You guys can't even chat. We won the Club World Cup, of which you guys didn't even give us a
Club
fucking
World
chance.
Cup of
You can't
champions
even
of what?
cap.
Champions of what, bro?
Bro,
What
we
world?
cooked PSG in the first half, guys. You don't even
Jackie.
look like can't remember.
Listen,
bro.
let me ask you, yeah?
Yeah.
So you say you beat PSG last week. You beat PSG in the Club World Cup. Yet last week ulikuwa na Ballon d'Or and PSG were awarded the Club of the Year. Mbona nyamu kupatiwa Club of the Year?
Bro, we don't care about Club of the Year, bro.
If you won the Club World Cup, you're the best team in the world apparently.
We beat them in the field. That's my point.
So then why are you
3-0
not
first
winning
half.
Premier League games?
Relax. Premier League is a marathon.
Nasikia
man.
notification kwa simu yako inalia. I think kuna mtu amerequest pikipiki. Thank you for
Zee,
calling.
zee, zee.
All right.
Zee, man.
We appreciate it, Michael. We'll talk to you next week. So the phone lines, like I said, are open. That's a Chelsea fan. The delusion is obvious to see. Like, I don't know.
He's
said-
giving Arsenal fans a run for the money.
That's crazy. No, I think he's pushing Kiarie. I think he's pushing Kiarie.
Oh,
That's-
from Arsenal fan.
He must have a really nice phone, bro. I couldn't even hear the wind as he was riding the border.
No, it's cancelling, bro. Technology nowadays.
All right, let's take this next call. It's one of our regulars.
Don't have me.
Wemze,
Hello.
turn down your TV. Kabla uongee.
Sasa.
Zima News.
Kiarie. Zuma News. Politicians hangman.
Hi, sawa. Niaje bro, how are you?
Hey, mkofiti.
Anza kutuexplainia VAT 007
Nikwambie
155.
VAT shida zake si zangu. But me personally, my only issue is Ekitike, because Ekitike taking off his shirt. You see, Gay is the guy who had the assist for the Nketiah goal. Ekitike is also an important factor in our defense.
Yeah.
So the fact that this nigga actually decided Carabao Cup is the highlight of his season, it's not sitting right with me.
Eric actually said mentality monster, but I appreciate your honesty. Now, what did you make
No, I
of
said the
Slot's
Kitike is a mentality dwarf like Arsenal.
Kiarie, what did you make of Slot's management of the game and his
Yeah,
assessment of the
that's
game?
exactly what I actually wanted to call in about, because slots, you guys actually there's a Liverpool agenda that's going about in the media right now in terms of Slot calling out the players, Slot talking badly about the players. It's a Dutch thing, honesty. That's the same thing Ten Hag had, but Slot has it, and he has the equity where he's won the league already, where players trust him, where the vibes from Feyenoord, he's a very trustworthy manager. Players get to a point where they just play for him. So I am not gonna doubt his man management until I see a crack in the armor. Up until right now, I have not seen a crack in the armor, and I trust it.
But it's too early. The crack starts somewhere, because I don't expect you to see it now, because it's been, I think it's back-to-back press conferences where he's bad-mouthing his players, and you're saying it's a Dutch thing. But see, the thing is, not all the players are from Dutch. So like just
Not
because
all
you're
players are
Dutch doesn't
Nah,
mean
he
that-
called Ekitike stupid, and Ekitike apologized immediately after.
But no, see, the thing is, you
So-
don't know his state of mind when he apologized. Because see, the thing is, I can apologize, yes, but my mentality with you right now, maybe our relationship is now funny because you've outed me. You know, it could have been, you can call him stupid in the dressing room, he can deal with it better. But going outside and insisting, because remember, he didn't even say it once. He said, I don't know why.
He said it like 10 times, bro.
Stupid
Remember?
decision.
Remember, this is his airtime. It's supposed to be his opinion. I get it. We already said this.
Yes,
But
man.
Kiarie, there was a news bulletin we did, and there was mention of your calculator.
We did or you did?
You thought you were going to be 8 points clear, but you are now only 2 points clear.
Eric-
Would you change
Eric-
your mind? Would you change your mind to the question that game week 5, game week 4, game week 6, it's too early to make any definitive statements?
No, the only Liverpool fan who feels embarrassed when I say this is Eric, and I see it a lot. But let me
He's
just
embarrassed right now, ameshika kichwa.
let me just reiterate it.
Yeah.
I talked about 104 points. That's 34 wins. So when I do say that, I accounted for the losses.
How many losses?
I 2. So I'm not really that fast with the season. We can take 2 losses. Palace are undefeated in 18 games. I want to see you, Zuhum. I want to see Arsenal beat Palace at Emirates in 2 weeks.
So,
You're playing that much?
Which
Don't
is
worry
the
about it.
other game you're losing, by the way?
the other game you're losing might be depending
Palace again?
on Nottingham Forest away.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest lost to Sunderland.
Postecoglou.
No, I know for a fact. I promise you.
Saddam this
Emirates, Ekitike has something for me at Emirates. There's no way you. Nah.
You know what he had? You know what he had for us at Anfield when he played Arsenal? He had 6 touches.
Nothing.
No, he had 3 points for us.
So, and I don't think it was him who had it. I think it was Soboslai.
No.
Are you worried now about the
Worried?
confidence of the players? I'm asking him. I'm not asking you.
It's only one game.
It's
Come
his
on.
airtime. Stop wasting it.
Nah, Zuhum, I personally believe in my captain, Virgil van Dijk, when he says there's no need to be concerned.
Exactly.
So when the captain says there's no need to be concerned,
Even
and Zuhum, and when your players are saying, hey, victims, this is a statement win. Bro, it's just Newcastle. We do that every year. So
Barely did it
when
this year.
I hear you guys talking that way, I know it's our league to lose. So I got you.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to be called Transition FC champions. Don't worry about it.
Bro, as long as we're champions, that's all
Doesn't
that
matter.
matters.
how many months are we giving Isak? Because Abu now
3.
it's
Anna, bro, Isak hasn't played preseason. Let's give Isak at least another month just to catch up. And when he does, after the next international break, I'm not giving him other than that. Hey, I need goals.
After the November international break, yes.
After the November international break, I need Isak to be Isak. Vitz, I'll give him until January. That's okay.
You know, this is changed. Your position has changed. You said
On?
even if he doesn't score anything or score. Or
No. Hey, bro, I was talking about 0-0-5 or something. 5 assists and 5 goals. Bro, Vitz is looking like he can go 0-0.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bookie.
It's Buki, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, fair
until
enough.
January. Yeah.
All right,
Hey, yo,
Salman.
guys, I'm loving the show. You guys are looking drippy.
Thanks,
I
man.
got you.
You meant our side only. See,
Okay.
not Kiarie, not this guy and Eric.
Kiarie, tuma za macho. The M-Pesa lines are open.
Eric Ojenda haircut TV kid. Nimekuonea 18.
Ati?
Ujaenda kwa babas anakumiss. Anyway, Kiarie, thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it. We'll see
I
you next
love
week.
you guys, man. Love you
Yeah.
guys.
Love. Take care, man.
Hiyo game ya Newcastle
okay.
hatakuwa na striker wetu.
Huh?
Hiyo game ya Newcastle hatakuwa na Isak.
All right. Sawa, man. Sounds like more excuses, Jidishi. So now I think we're gonna end the show there. Let me read out some comments. I saw a healthy number of 98 people at peaking, but that's pretty cool. Gideon says, Zoom, if you watched the game by the 85th minute, there was no clear left back. Miles went to DM, leaving no clear role in the left back among the subs. If Arsenal lost that game, Arteta's guesswork would have been exposed. Sorry, guys, we're not taking any more calls. We've taken a bit longer. Lucas Ortiz says, but Arteta was not pragmatic in that game. We take one more? You think so?
I mean, Kiarie is a member.
All right, we're good to take one more.
For number.
Oh, yeah, my phone is on 3%, bro. Hello, can you hear me? Brevo,
It's off.
Brevo, it's off.
The speaker.
Yeah, one sec. Actually, he dropped the line. The phone is dropped. Maybe, you know how there's like a 20-second lag to when we actually speak to them?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he heard that and then...
20.
No, he's calling again. All right, fair enough. Hello?
Hello,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, man. Thanks for calling. What's your name?
My name is Wathugi.
Wathugi.
Yeah,
Nice, man. What team do you support, bro?
Man United.
Ah, lovely.
Welcome.
Ah,
Amorim in or out? Tuanze na hiyo.
Amorim in.
I think Amorim. So far, I'm Amorim out. I think he needs to prove a bit more. He's already had like a full league season so far. So the formation is not working. I think he's too stubborn. Yeah, and I think he doesn't want to. I don't know if he's giving players confidence on the pitch. Like I think there's a cowardice that's leaking onto the pitch from him.
What do you make of the comments where he's talking about, oh, my players are training well, but they're not playing well? Like, what do you think is the problem there?
So I think the problem at Man United is layered, because like the same problems that the players had, you had the same problems of not getting instructions or not like downing tools with the manager. You've seen it from Jose Mourinho. I know that like 3 players left who came from from Jose's time, but there's like a recurring trend that players really don't take what the manager's instructions are. But on the other hand, also the instructions coming through, the players look lost on the pitch. So yeah, tukona shida mob.
Shida mko nazo kweli.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Wathugi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, how do you feel about a change in manager at this point in the season? Do you think if we change managers now, we can salvage the season, or do we just scrap it and say we go again next season?
So one answer would be who's available right now. Even though it's interim, you kind of go back to the Ruud van Nistelrooy, the Ole setup. Do you waste a season again? Do you risk finishing 16th again? And this season the relegated teams are on smoke, so it's not like we can risk that Man United can actually have a risk of being relegated. Yeah.
Although, sorry, I'm trying to correct you. You said the relegation teams are on smoke.
The teams that were promoted are performing really well. Sunderland is in 3rd.
Yeah.
I think the other 2 are above us. Leeds.
Yeah.
You're the
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, you guys are the relegation team, so
you're the
I can understand why nobody would want to downgrade.
You're the new block.
But that's a different opinion.
G7 or something.
Sorry, Wathugi, that's a different opinion to what Saddam says. He thinks they can go and sign anyone.
They cannot.
And mid-season and disrupt not only one football club but another football club as well.
But labor rejection then.
Like who? That's Saddam who?
Saddam, this guy.
Saddam
Like
who? As in who? Who can you guys go sign? That's what he said.
I told Zuhum, if we literally right now just call Arteta, he's gonna come. He doesn't believe that. I think Man United is a bigger club for you to get anyone.
Let's hear what he says.
I don't want Arteta. I don't want Lego here in my...
I told him the exact same thing. We
Lego here.
We'll just be going back to 5 centre-backs with Arteta, man.
Anyway. I mean, to be honest, the first thing we need to do, even with a new man, personally, I would love someone like Simeone or Conte, because the first thing I think we need to do is just get our defense right and then build from there. You know what I'm saying? So the mentality is lost. I think that we are looking for many scapegoats in our team. Like I said, there are so many problems from the owners down to the players. It's like a cancer that's eating our club. So it's tricky. I don't know if you can convince. Honestly, I mean, I can do the chest and all, but I don't know if I can. If we can really convince a manager to cut mid-season, like a high-level manager.
Yeah, you don't, because you're not a high-level team. Like,
relax yourself, bro. For someone who hasn't won anything in like 6 years, you have a lot of talk, you know.
I like this.
That's very insecure.
Thank you.
That's very insecure, bro. See you, man. Thanks for calling, though. But that is the end of the show.
Clip for the week, guys.
The clip is you complaining.
Social media clip.
Haja moja walikataa. Simulikataa Dezabi. Manchester.
Toxic. I go League 1. Uber Eats.
He's in the Champions League.
He'd come back with Mason Greenwood.
we would actually cook.
Greenwood is actually a good player.
We would actually cook.
That's
with
not a
him.
bad thing, yeah.
They cooked
anyway,
the other day.
So thank you guys for tuning in. At some point I saw like 98 people viewing us at the same time. That's really top stuff. I'm just going to finish with some comments. Kimoy says, Zoom, you are delusional and football dunce. If you still spread the Arteta gospel, Accorcini UMZ. All right, fair enough. The Bearded Chef says, laughing my FAF. Baldy calling others Delulu is hilarious. Water is wet. Your best centre back is Sassi, man. Daniel Njega says, Konate has also had a terrible start to the season. Liverpool should consider benching him for Gomez.
That's worse.
Charles Nyoike says Barca had a better game. Bana Zuhum, Wacha insecurity Zako. What's this guy saying?
No,
Solomon Jenga. That's
Eric's Bana account.
Charles Nyoike.
Charles anajua bora.
Enrique. Solomon Jenga says Zuhum ameamua kuelewa chenye anataka hata kimeambiwa nini. Insecurity inafanya he is switching everything Eric is saying. Yeah, right, bro. We move on to the last comments we're going to read out. Hunter Barron says, Eze has never scored against Newcastle in his career. Pope was never concerned about his shots. Okay, interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the likes and the comments. We really appreciate them. And thanks to the guests, Nayim and Eric, for showing up, and the production team for another seamless episode. And we'll see you guys again next week.